video, the GIF up in the chat.
Yes. Oh no! Here we go again. Yes.
Oh no, not that.
This is just how we start now. I think this is just how I start now. Yeah. It's just everybody just we just go, yes. We are live. Welcome to Knights of Silvermoon.
Here we go. Hi.
We are farmers.
Dum da dum 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 dum.
Bum, bum.
No, we're adventurers.
We're adventurers. Bum, ba, dum, bum, bum, bum.
We farm for loot.
Bum,
We
ba, dum,
farm
bum,
for
bum, bum.
graveyards.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
so instead of looking for the graveyard, let's just stay in one zone and grind.
There you go.
To
We'll
become
create
very,
our
very-
own graveyard with blackjack.
Each pig that we kill is worth 2 experience points, and if we
We'll just keep
Clickety-clackety.
killing a bunch of rats and crabs, and we'll gain a level at some point.
Clickety clackety, thank you for lurking. Woo! Tell the
Much appreciated.
tell the grandparents that we say hello if you want. I mean, you don't have to, but
Don't do
No.
that. They don't need to know that we're here.
we're all having one big happy family dinner with your grandparents.
Yes.
Yeah, I brought a veggie burger.
yeah. See, we're
I'll bring the
partially
mashed
eating.
potatoes.
I'm bringing my appetite.
I'm bringing my appetite. Perfect.
Lazy
yeah.
bit.
All right. We are hyped. I am hyped.
I'll bring the juice boxes. No.
Jeez, who?
Capri Sun.
Oh,
Sun.
we
Hell yeah.
because our lovely Hecko Gecko Doodle is not from the United States. She did not know what Will and Grace was. So we told her that Nana and Karen had very similar energy. So we showed her like Karen's best moments.
Honey, what's this? What are you doing? What's all that? What's this about?
She was like, "Yeah, I can see that."
Honey,
I
what
can
is this?
see
What are you
it."
doing? I don't care. That doesn't work.
The only problem was then that meant that because she has her best friend is Jack. I was like, that means Finrian is Jack. And I was like,
Yes.
Okay.
Just Jack.
Just Jack. It kind of has similar energy, you know? AKA Anastasia Bierhausen. Yeah.
Yes.
So didn't
Mhm.
Karen like Jack or
Yeah.
like positively
like-
tolerate him?
They were like BFFs. They were like so
Yeah.
crazy they got along.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get more murder tolerate vibes from Nana and Fenrir.
Oh no. Oh no. She well, I mean probably. I could see that too. Murder tolerate. I also see her like defending her child regardless of whatever wrong he does. So it's been a very interesting
But
like,
in
last
that,
couple
you
weeks.
can't put him down. He's mine to put down.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, enough about that. We have I'm sure you guys are just so excited to hear the race results. To see
Yeah.
I hope everybody has who voted or who bet on what.
I've got
Because-
it in my handy dandy notebook.
Do you really? Cool.
Yeah.
Because
Well, my bets.
Yeah.
It was definitely whoever the winner was is who I
That's-
bet on.
See, I have
I'm pretty sure that was my vote too.
Yeah, I'm sure
Well, I
it
got mine down
was.
here.
You do? Okay. Yours, Sander, because
Collectively,
you
as a unit, we figured this out.
You
voted
voted
for
for
a
a bunch
couple.
of them. You voted for several, so I
Yes.
didn't get all of them.
Kimemi, Fud, Rada, and Suck.
Rottle.
Oh,
100
it
on
was,
Fud,
uh,
100 on Suck, 50 on Kimemi, 50 on Rada.
well,
Hidase and Alcamar for me.
Hadase.
And then there's like races.
I bet 5 gold on all
Alkamar
the
was
events.
one of mine, and then the other one.
Nana
I'd
would
have to
eat
see
her
the
child.
I'd have to see the list.
I would
Alright.
eat her child.
All right. So jumping in there, we'll go ahead and
Races.
start. We'll go ahead and start with our intro, and then from there, go into our recap provided to us by the lovely Sonder, and then we'll
Yes.
jump right into the races. Off to the races we go! Huzzah! Darkness is gone now. Don't be afraid. All right.
That's my secret. I'm always afraid.
I believe it. That's fine. That's my secret for a lot of things. It's just always on. All right, Sonder. What is your motif? Do you have a motif we're going for today?
Well, let's go for medieval party rock.
The first thing that came to mind is like, is it Metallica or like one of those songs that it's almost like, I have no idea what the song title is, but it's in my head.
Nah,
Every
definitely
day
Metallica
I'm
on a fan
hesitanting.
flute.
I'd say Camelot.
Where it's like very like lute-ish, but
Just play something from the Knight's Tale soundtrack.
Knight's Tale. Oh my God. Right.
Aw, I was really wanting Metallica on a pan flute.
Oh,
We Will
Ooh,
Rock You?
yeah, you could do a cover like by.
Oh, but
Al
these are
Grove
all like
Bard
the
or one of
actual
those-
songs. I
those
can't play the
people.
actual songs. Dang it.
we just won't make money off of it.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm gonna take back my
your subscription.
my subscription.
This sucks. Forget it. I'm out of here. I'm out. Let's bust this
Camelot or nothing.
popsicle stand. I thought I had. How about Oh wait, I know. Bardcore. Yes, there we go. Go for it. This
Last
is-
night,
No, go for it.
last time on Game of Santos, Kindred dispelled a duck belonging to Ogin, which I'm not exactly happy about, but we'll talk to him about that later. Anyway, that same night, we were jutted into Afriel's dream. He created some kind of plane of existence of his own, like a demi-plane. Where he talked to us about how he's getting more powerful and what we need to look out for. Kindred doesn't know that we need to keep an eye on him. I trust him, but he still blinded me that one time, so I don't know if I'll ever forgive him about that. Anyway, when we finally woke up, Sol thought that it was a strange dream, so he came and spent the night in my room. We woke up Iskra, but she didn't seem to want to be bothered. I did hear her open her dresser for some reason, which no, but we ended up going to sleep, and the next day decided we wanted to enjoy the festivities. We went to the market. I went looking for a hat, but I found something much more precious. A friend. Ardred. And Renan. We decided to drink a bit, and now we're betting on these cobra wolves. One of them got away straight away. The rider didn't seem to have survived that one, but he knew the risk. They seem to be doing well in the race. Seems to be more dangerous than what it initially seemed. The floor sank from underneath and exposed this entire racetrack that was kind of phenomenal, but I don't know if those who I betted on are going to win. I can only hope that Bahamut blesses them with his might. That's all. Let's get back to the regularly scheduled program.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
That was terrible. Oh my gosh.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're
Oh,
good.
the weekend. I just noticed that. I like that.
yeah,
That was cool.
I heard it and I was like, wait a minute.
It's like I caught half of what I said.
Oh, no worries. No worries. It's fine. Wait, let's do some.
Did I miss anything? I feel like I
No.
missed.
That was basically. I mean, aside
Yeah.
from things that you know, like very generic conversations. It wasn't like you missed you hit all the key points, so you're good.
The key points.
Haha, he hit key points.
Hey, I see what I did there.
Did you hit it with a keyblade?
Hey, another joke. Okay,
That's the power of the keyblade.
that's the keyblade.
I was really hoping for you to say that's the key to this.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
you know, I'm sure there'll
Missed
be
your
more.
opportunity, Iskra.
All of our puns brought to you by Dads and Dice. Catch them this Friday, or Thursday. I don't remember. I think it was Friday. Dreamy will clarify it for me. All right, so
Check your TV guide.
check your TV guide.
Love
There
to
you
see
go.
it get trained.
Perfect. All right, guys. So, let me set some exciting music, I guess. So what was I using for that? Battle music? I think I was using battle music.
I almost busted out laughing when I realized it was The Weekend, but like on a lute.
Yeah. Oh, Bardcore. I love it. Okay. As the races had gone on, it was a crazy back and forth between several, and I wrote them all down because I have no life. That's not true.
Woo!
Yeah. So, like, right off the gate, I was gonna do the announcer voice radio thingy, but I feel like that's just gonna get really hard to understand after a while.
Right up like I.
Right out the gate. But right out of the gate, Rada came in first. Do I have who is playing what? It doesn't matter. Rada came out first.
Give it
Second
that full
was.
soccer, Spanish soccer announcer.
I don't know if I have that level of energy though. That's
Or
like,
like
a lot.
the Japanese
lot of
guys from the
energy.
Iron Chef. Challenge mode.
Huisan?
Oh,
It appears the writer is using a technique known as the sandy dodge. Now, what he does here,
Yes, it's like almost like a golf, somewhere between the soccer and golf. That's what we need. Hold on.
Let's see
let me
that again in
switch,
slow
let me
motion.
switch. Save. All right, it should be switched now to us and not Fey Hunters. Okay. So the first one, it was a close, really close. I'm just going to name the top three. So the top three in the first round, which that first round was the gliding fall through the canyons as like that waterfall of sand had like burrowed itself down and made that little canyon, which incidentally there is almost like a circular, I mean obviously it's a race, but there is like a circular NASCAR-esque size to this race, right? So that first section of the gliding fall, we had Rada on first, Nasty J in second, Hadase came in third, Kamemi fourth, and Savap was fifth. Following behind was Tutazurk Sak, Alkamar, Nema, Rissas Fad, and Lullybub. Is when Lullybub had like just not only dived down into the canyon, but dived into the canyon and into the sands, knocking the rider off, presumably falling to the very bottom to their whatever fate awaits them down there. Passing into the next section was the hoops, where they had to, is it solemn? Where they
Yeah.
had to go, is that the right word?
You can have a
Solemn?
dog challenge.
slalom.
Yeah, is it slalom? I can never pronounce it right. That's why I was just like, I don't know what
Slalom,
it's-
baby,
They
slalom.
They were
They had to
slaloming
salmon
their,
all
They
over.
had to salmon their way through the hoops. There's a series of rings that must be passed in order to be preceded, and they had to go like jump one to the next. In that round, we had Kamemi in first, Savap moved up to second, Alkamar came in third, Tutazurk in fourth and fifth with Nema, followed by Nasty J and the rest. Lullybub is now gone forever, so we only had 11 racers from that point on. Third
Dreamy.
session, Lullybub went to live in Australia with Mara. Yes. Hello there. Hello there. In The third section was the Sand River. Now reaching the very bottom of this canyon, the roiling sands that are kind of pouring over the edge like this water create a very difficult like rapids of moving earth and sand. The sand flows further down through a series of tunnels and chasms, and they had to choose the appropriate like tunnel and thing to fall into. That is where a lot of switching happened. Alkamar came in first that round, followed by Tut Azurk, Rada, Savap dropped down to fourth, followed by Nasty J, Risses, Kamemi, Nemea, Fad, and it looked like Sak was just, it was like one of the worst rolls that we had that round, so he dropped like really far down that list. The fourth round was the climb. Now sand and rocks had to be navigated to reach the top, as they were basically going in an uphill climb with gravity working against them. In this round, we had Rissis in first, Savap came in a close second, Nasty J moved up to third, Kamemi moved up to fourth, and Rada moved up to fifth, followed behind by Nemea and Sak. Alkamar dropping all the way down to eighth from his first place position. In the fifth section, the sand flats. Here, the heated ground and hardened like sandy, salty flats were key to helping these sailfangs lift up into the air using the heated air drafts to kind of raise them up. Here things changed up again as Alkamar, who had been in 8th place, moved up to 1st place this round. Followed closely behind was Savap, Rissis moving down to 3rd, Rada coming up to 4th, and Nasty J dropping down to 5th, followed by Nemea, Fad, and then the rest. Hadase actually went pretty low to this one, trailing at the end of the pack. Now reaching the height of their climb, the creatures dived down into a steep dive. Their sails now folding up along their body as they just flew down, navigating tightly around each other, making this little cluster of flying lizards that fell through the air as the last cone, like a series of rings forming a kind of cone, forces them to move into a solid line to pass through. In this, there was a lot of jostling going around as well. Nasty J seemed to be in the lead as they entered this last bunch of tunnels, or those last bunch of rings, followed in second by Rissis, Kamimi, Hadase, and Savap. Coming in 5th, Fad, Alkamar in 7th, and Tut Azurk. Mind you, there are only 8 that can pass on to the next round. And those of you who are currently watching from inside the stadium, as you can hear the cheering and screaming of the fans as they are cheering on their favorites. That last bit of pyrotechnic bursts of fire explode from in front of the stands as that first Sailfang exits the final tube. And the first place winner for this round is Savap Varen.
Wow.
Second place winner for this first round of races, Nasty J.
A relative unknown, Nasty J takes second place in the first round.
Third place, we get Kamemi.
Yay!
Fourth
Nice.
place, Rissis. Fifth place, Alkamar.
There we go.
Sixth place, Rada. Seventh place, Hadase. And finishing our last 8th entrant is Tut Azurk, leaving us with Nemea, Fad, and Sak having been disqualified, and Lullybub free to live their life out in the deserts for however long that happens. So congratulations to our winners.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say that whoever bet on whoever is gonna win for placing, because I am a generous god. And also, I did not write down who voted to place and who voted to like win. So, all right.
I
Fair.
don't know if we ever had a differentiation.
Because I remember some
did
people were mentioning it. Yeah.
so-
Some people were
We're new
mentioning
to being
it.
a bookie.
Yeah, I was new to this, so it's fine.
We didn't know the betting rules.
Ouch.
He's new
Drew,
to commissioning.
Drew, I never had to recount. Nice. Okay. I thought Rada did better. You know, Rada was all over the place in the race. So
Oh, right.
There was a stretch,
So
I think,
was
where they
Rissus.
rolled very, very low, and then there was the
Rissus
rest
was
of it where they
too.
rolled really high.
yeah. Let's
Some
just
yo-yoing.
a
Which-
bit.
This is backed by a like confectioners group.
Reese's, like
The whole time
literally
it's
Reese's. It is literally Reese's. I kid
sponsors.
you not. We have a friend in the Legends of Aeolus
So great.
group that named this one particularly. And her favorite
Nice.
candy is Reese's. So I was like, Reese's. We'll just go with Reese's. Why not?
What?
Rada-
Colors are orange,
Rubber
black,
banding.
and brown.
Yeah.
I
Oh
can
my
live
God.
with that.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
Did Rissus is orange, black, and brown?
Yeah, because you know, that makes
He's
sense, right?
basically a Harley. Got it.
Yeah. All right.
STJ, love that.
All right. So those are our finalists for the first day, and as like the Sailfanes kind of dive down and then back up. Adjust this real quick. It's not drowning anybody out. The Sailfangs dive back up in like this very synchronized like dive and swoop back up onto the platform that they had leapt off of before. You can see the crowd go cheering wildly for their fan favorites, as well as very upset fans, those that had lost. It is then
A small
that
group of trainers running out after Lily.
yeah, they're like no. It is then that you hear this like somewhat thunderous earth rumbling sound as the sand that had covered up this, or that had been moved aside to create this track, is now released, and it is just filling up and quickly disappearing the track that had once been there.
Oof. Imagine
Very-
using that as a battlefield or like one of our
Yo.
fights. That'd be crazy.
So now, as you can see, the smoke, the dust rising from this now not expanding. This filling space as it just kind of rises up like smoke. You can hear a loud like crackle and of like almost like an electric vibe to the air, as it's now just like the applause and cheering has gone wild for a minute.
I join in the cheering.
Remind me again, who is it that had gone into the under the viewpoints below? I know Iskra, Kindred, and Galil. Okay, and then the rest of you
In the cheap seats.
four were enjoying from the outside, and the you and
Yeah,
was
they're
it
in the nosebleeds.
Sonder and Ardrin in their hats with the fans.
Yes.
Me just like lightly beating my wings to keep air moving around it.
Yeah. You're the fan. You know, yeah, it's fanning everybody, keep them cool. Soul, are you in normal form or are you in cat form?
If
don't
I'm
remember.
out in the open, it's cat form.
Just
On my
one.
shoulder.
That reminds me.
Okay, just thought I would double check. You can now hear that.
Because we all left, right? None of us stayed behind.
Right, as far as it. You can hear now music starts to play as like the crowd starts kind of moving in and around, celebrating the victors. What are you
So we go
guys?
catch.
What are you guys doing? No, yeah. What are you guys doing?
Should we go cash these in?
Oh yeah, you're talking to your group here.
I suppose so. I want my money.
What did you end up getting? I got Kanemi and the Rada. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had gone for and Alcamar.
Yep, that's right. You got a whole 20 gold. Wait, Kindred, I have you marked as all even. Oh,
Yep.
you went all the even ones.
Bet on black. No.
That's right. So let's see. That was Fad, Sak, Hidase, Alkamar, Rada, and Kamemi were all the even ones.
Wait, I had put 20 on them? Thought I put 30.
I wrote 20, but maybe you put 30. I mean, I don't know.
I
You
basically
also
just
put
got my
20
money
on
back.
Rissus. You
Yeah.
put 20 on Rissus and 20 on Alkamar. This is what
I mean,
have
the
written.
real question is, what were the odds listed on each of these? Because that changes something.
7 to 1, 5 to 1, all numbers, fractions, fractals.
Even if
Okay.
you win, you owe us money. What?
Yeah.
That's
We'll
a
just say you
pay
double
betting
your
system.
winnings.
So I bet on Alkmaar and Savat 100 each.
Yeah, you did.
And Savop actually won.
Yes.
So we'll say that you double your winnings for
Gets a
Alkamar
bonus.
as for placing, and for bonusing with Savop winning the first place, we'll say you
about-
get
Purple.
an extra 200 gold for that.
Oh,
What about
that's
first,
a
second,
quadruple.
third place?
If you got first place, we'll say that you get an extra, whatever it is tripled. Right? So
So-
second place would be doubled.
You get
and
your money back, and
Yeah.
then you get.
Everything else is doubled. How about that?
Okay.
First place, you
Everything
get
else
a
is doubled.
bonus. Yeah, everything
We'll
else
keep it
is
easy.
doubled. Yeah,
Gotcha.
because
Okay,
otherwise my
I
brain
would-
might explode.
Mhm.
So double my winning for that one.
For Alkamar,
first place.
yes. And then for Savop, you had bet 100, so you get 300.
Triple, double, 1.5.
I won 5,000 tickets. I can get a piece of gum.
Wait, no.
Just one piece.
Yay! All right. Or is it whatever? You get tripled whatever you bet if you win the first place pot. And then the races.
Okay, so
we'll
300.
We'll put more thought into this for the next round of races. Okay.
Sounds good.
So did I just win 500?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We'll go with that.
I didn't gain or lose anything.
No, you
Nice.
did.
You just got to
If they-
enjoy the
If
experience.
if you placed, you get your money doubled.
Yeah.
So as
So
long as
I
someone
bet
placed,
100 and I bet 100 on two
Yay.
of them, and I bet 50 on two of them. My 50s won, so I got my 200s back,
oh, okay.
and I never spent the 50.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. So you broke
Like-
even.
I broke even.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. It's good. It's better than losing. There's a brief moment of like celebration.
Yeah, so like down in the rich people quarters, like are people filing out or like they kind of mingling
Yeah,
and
there's
yeah, like,
discussing?
how's it going?
There's some in this section. Hold on here. Let me.
Like, is this social hour? Like,
Or we're standing around with drinks
real
and
top
like
drawer.
talking to each other about the outcomes.
Yeah. Let me hold on one second. Let me get this. Get some of these voices in this lower section. You can see as the sand is starting to fill in and the the windows are now being covered in dirt once again. There's quite a few that are now moving up, filing out back up to the ground level. There's a few little groups here and there that seem to be like conversing and talking about like their winnings or things that went on and such, but it does seem like for the most part it's starting to like file
up.
outwards.
So, is there like a group that's kind of more approachable than another?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Perception. 17 plus 7.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
24.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
Ooh.
that,
And I would like to see if I can identify any Alkamar fans or owner, perhaps, of the Sailfang
And super
and
fans 1
sponsor
through
of the
5.
jockey.
all right. Let me see.
Maybe not necessarily talk to him, because I guess we were informed that it's like a mid-level or low-level red wizard. And I don't know if we want to necessarily poke that hornet's nest right now, but just to know who it is would be nice.
Okay. Looking for Kindred first. You do see that there is one group of individuals like I'm just gonna throw that there is a group of ladies that look kind of like the Orange County Wives Club kind of thing, you know, where
Oh,
they,
fuck that.
no.
Not fucking with that.
that they're kind of like with their little goblets of whatever liquor that they're drinking as they're like making their way up. There's a group of gentlemen that look like maybe they are merchants. They are rather nicely dressed, and they are kind of following behind them. It's like separate groups, but look like they might be like together as they are making their way up the stairs. Everybody else is just kind of like a mix mash of a bunch of people.
Okay. The group that looks like they're kind of merchants, what race are they?
Appear to be human.
Okay. Kind of listening as I kind of approach them, speaking common?
They are speaking in Thayan, actually.
Okay. Trying to like get a gist of the conversation, if it's like real lax and like lighthearted, when it kind of nudge, it's gonna be like try to mingle a little bit, and I'll point to them. Is it like real lax, or is it like tense, like they lost maybe?
This particular group, it seems like they are not really talking one way or the other about whether they lost or won, so much more of like just the excitement of having seen the races from this vantage point.
Okay. So then go up to them. In common. Wait, you said they're Thayan, right?
Mm-hmm. They're speaking in Thayan. Speaking
in Thayan to them as well. Was this y'all's first time watching the race from this point of view as well?
The woman that turns to you, just kind of like turns and looks and just like, no, I've watched it here for the last 4 or 5 years, I think.
An Irish Thayan. This was my first. Do we just go back where we placed our bets to collect our earnings?
I mean, I normally don't bet, but I would imagine yes. Congratulations on winning.
Thanks. It wasn't big, but it was just the thrill of it and getting to see those things are amazing.
Is this your first time to the Grand Selfane races?
Yeah. We were told it was lots of fun and definitely something you have to see, so we figure why not do it up?
Well, good. I'm glad that you were able to enjoy yourself from this place. She kind of looks over at you and Iskra and Galil and Oreo. It's like just like picks up her skirts and goes up the staircase.
I'll just try to like smile and like let them pass. Be like, oh, okay, that was failed. All right.
Like,
I
have
tried.
no idea what Kindred said the whole time, so I'm just like kind of nodding my head when it seems appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And
right.
so then I'll just kind of let them go, and then we'll kind of file out and look for the others, I guess.
Okay. Filing out into the crowd, you can see that there is this like excitement as the dust starts to clear, and you can see the entirety of this barren wasteland that extends outwards from the city to the far west that plateau that the city backs up into, just going on and on into the distance. And
Pretty much.
who let the pores in? I love that. There is a moment of where like a loud trumpet blast blares out across, it echoes across the desert. And from across the field, from where the stands are, it kind of like on the other side of where the canyon had been, you realize now an invisible cloth has fallen. Something that had been used to mask another stand on the far side of this racetrack, and as it just kind of falls down as if this large curtain had just been let go suddenly. You can just see the fabric kind of bend and shift in the wind. Have you ever seen like, I guess you could imagine it as a way of like something with a green screen. If a green screen just fell, and now there is something on the other side of this, and you see this large stone structure that is on the other side of this space. And the crowd kind of goes quiet. You can see from this space too, it's not packed with people like this side is. This one is definitely set apart from the rest of the crowd. Large silk awnings cover spaces, and you can see these individual, almost throne-like chairs that kind of are arrayed in a couple of different rows. And you see there is red. The red silks that cover the awnings, the red hanging flags and banners of the Thayan Empire, and the red and black robes of the Red Wizards themselves, with a small contingent of Thayan soldiers that kind of protect the very bottom as this barrier has now fallen.
I want to link arms with Iskra and just be real close to her.
I would say that by this point, you guys have reached the top, and they kind of, you can see, have waited for most people to file out from the bottom sections, and now to kind of have been spread out. There's still a lot of people in the stands, as there is that excitement going there. Sonder, Renan, and Ardrin, I'll say that this probably happens about the time that you have got to the bottom, as you have to kind of wait everybody's turn to kind of go down the stairs, and it's a slow going. But you're able to get a vantage point of this giant stone structure that is just placed there in the middle. And you can see that where it's placed, it basically would be the center of where that track kind of went around. There's more of that crackling energy that kind of fills the air. There's like you could ever sense magic kind of being used in a large scale, you can sense it now. And a voice calls out and echoes across the crowd.
In Thayan or common?
Thayan.
I'll very quietly translate as it's going to Iskra.
I pay attention
Actually,
closely.
yeah, no, this would also be in Thayan.
Good citizens of the Empire, it is with grand honor that we bring to you the first day of the Grand Selfing races. Please help me welcome our illustrious guests from the far western reaches, the High Lords of Illusion, Yelenia and Luhorn.
The crowds cheer in a loud roar as hooting and hollering begins around you guys.
A death grip Iskra, like
I recognize that name too.
What were you gonna say, Galil?
You said it was in band, but did Lou Horn come out in like
I would say
comment
Those
or
at Market
not
Square.
yeah, that part you would get probably.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah. Luhorn.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sander will like sink into
the crowd.
crowd.
The crowd cheers, and you can see this voice is basically being thaumaturgied out right across the crowds as it like echoes and such. The when it is being said, there is a group that moves forward from the shadows behind the speaker. And like the speaker at this point is kind of distant. It's hard to see who exactly is speaking at first. But there's a group that moves forward to the edge, and you see there are two individuals dressed all completely in black with these large black hats that kind of extend outwards. It's a very dramatic ensemble that they're wearing. You cannot see their faces. There's like this golden mask that covers
Like
their face.
Beyonce's partition, that one scene in front of the house.
Actually, it is more akin to oh gosh, let me see. I think I have this. I'll put it in the Discord if I know I saved it.
Kim Kardashian's Met Gala outfit.
Not
can see that.
quite. It is somewhere between. You ever seen those Philip? Is it Philip Jackson? No. Yes, I think it is. There's a particular sculptor that does these really creepy photos or creepy sculptures, and it is a combination of this. Yeah, I got it. Okay. With these, they're in the Game of Santos art in our Discord. So we'll say it's like black robes, like that top one, but the hat is the one on the second one with the
That's
golden
awesome.
mask.
I love that.
But they stand forward, and the crowd cheers, and the voice continues.
We hope that you all have enjoyed this first series of races. Unfortunately, this event was marred last night. An apparent member of those that are fomenting a rebellion among the new blessed lands of the Empire to the west apparently managed to infiltrate our fair city of Amrutla. It's unfortunate that so many out there do not listen or care to try and embrace the benevolence of the Thayan Empire. In truth, we are still not certain whether or not this poor, foolish boy was acting alone, or if he had accomplices remaining here in the city.
To this, the crowd boos, and there's a low murmur that kind of fills across the audience around you.
Ooh.
Get the feeling that like people are kind of looking at each other with like suspicion.
They're more looking at each other and kind of whispering and kind of like looking around, but not like in an accusatory sense, but they're just like, oh, maybe I'll catch, a sight of someone.
That being said, if anyone has information regarding any possible spies or strangers that should be scrutinized, please notify anyone of the public servants that guard us all. But fear not for your safety. Even those who would wish us harm will one day serve the Empire.
The single figure that you had seen, realized now is speaking, turns and gestures behind her as another figure moves forward.
I just take a deep breath and anticipating. I hope it's not what I think it's going to be.
A figure cloaked in black, armor looking burned and charred.
No.
The wind seems to kick up and blow, and a hood is tossed backwards. What appeared to have been at one point a humanoid person, now devoid of a lower jaw, stands there at this woman's side.
Oh.
So it shall be to all who seek to diminish our glory. A sad fate indeed. Long live the Empire. Long live us all.
And the crowd cheers.
I just whisper to Iskra, stand confident, and I'll cheer as well.
As your blood runs cold.
Fighting back tears.
As the crowd starts to die down a little bit from their cheering.
Now, allow us all to enjoy the rest of the day's festivities. Be mindful, be vigilant, but enjoy yourselves, for the Empire's glory is great.
And the crowd cheers once again. And as they do, the delegation of wizards that you see out there starts to gather together and move towards what looks like a back entrance. That single solitary figure that had moved forward, cloak still billowing in the wind, seems to wait and stand there in the baking sun for just a few moments longer before turning around and following the rest of the delegation out of sight. What are you guys doing?
Ardrin was clapping along with the crowd, but his jaw and teeth are clenched so tight that his teeth might pop.
Unclench your jaw, honey.
I'm trying to hold in tears. I'm like, don't let that bitch fall out. As I'm just like, message to Iskra, you stay and stand confident. Don't show weakness.
I like muster a clap, but thanks to my reptile mask, I'm mouthing swear words in Ravnican. Silently, of course.
So who was that was standing next to her?
From this distance, it's kind of hard to say, but it looks like a young-ish humanoid that had been dressed in blackened leathers. But it's very clear, even from this distance, that the clothing looked not in a good condition. Like it looked burned, even. And when the hood went back, they were missing the lower section of their jaw.
That went right over your head, didn't it, Soul?
No, I have an idea who it might be.
No, I mean
don't
the
like
first
it.
time. I mean the first time.
Yeah.
Renana's standing almost perfectly still, completely blank faced, but the losing some level of control. Anyone who is near me gets a little bit of a residual from my spy's murmur. Sounds like a distant scream in my head.
Internally,
I
internally
was
screaming
fake clapping.
Renan.
Yeah.
But I'm also, as soon as she said Lou Horn, just eyeing every one of them, trying to see if I recognize them.
You saw that whenever Luhorn came up and the individuals that were named, Ilenia and Luhorn, when they moved forward, you saw two individuals but you didn't, there weren't any facial features visible for you to see because they had their faces covered in a mask and their costumes were way more elaborate than you had ever seen before. It was very clear that these high lords of illusion liked their theatrical spectacle.
Just like last time.
But you can see now that the crowd around you doesn't seem fazed at all by this. They are cheering and in the midst of a grand festival to them. So you see them move around you guys as you kind of are just standing there as they kind of shift and move towards the festival grounds, and already you can see that there are what appear to be maybe attendants of some sort that are moving over and are even starting to take down parts of the stands, looking like they're already starting to disassemble these things.
Arm in arm with Iskra, still I'm like, let's just go. Let's go. I'll look at the first booth I see. I just kind of head to it.
Same. I just pivot, stuck to Kindred basically.
And we'll feign interest in the first booth.
And then I'll say, yeah. As soon as we get this gold, we need to find the others.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Nod at Galil too.
Okay, if Galil is with you guys, would you have been whispering for both of them, Kindred? Or
No, I have no idea.
No, because I'm assuming he's around us, but not with us, and I'm right next to Iskra, so it's easier for me to just one-on-one with her. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then the three of you move to one of the closer booths while the festival seems to be going on around you guys.
The two individuals that I saw stand up and slightly move forward, I'm gonna try and remember what they look like, so that way I have an idea.
Yeah, you just saw that mask and the clothing, and now that they are walking into whatever central section is that spot far off, you don't see any movement for a delegation to move into the crowd or anything. They've just kind of disappeared from sight, but they seem to have remained in that central section. So if the racetrack goes like this, they're in the center and you guys are off over here. So you'd have to cross the sands ways.
It'd be real obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. I done almost forgot about our winnings. Yeah, let's go get the gold, Iskra. Sorry.
Okay. So then we'll say that as you guys are moving towards where the bets were made and people, you can see that there are various victors and losers to this group of people. You can see there are people super excited about winning whatever meager amounts that they had been able to bet and now being able to win some, or some who are literally weeping in front of you as they have lost whatever they had tried to put on these things. You meet up with Ardrin and Renan and Sun.
Great day for festivities today, right? Could you believe such riffraff that they speak of?
Certainly an interesting show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess because unfortunately for Sandra, Ardrin, and Renan, since it wasn't in Thayan for the most part, probably just got the gist.
Yeah, well, so since
Well done,
said
Kindred,
that, I'll
Mr.
respond
Translator.
in common to kind of try to get the point across, but just make it sound like conversation. Yes, I can't believe that someone would be so brazen as to try to infiltrate this city and get caught. I'm so thankful that they now likely serve the Lords of Thay.
Do you think that there will be more of them?
Hopefully not if they're smart. As I'm like trying to hurry us through the line to collect our winnings and like let's shall we go eat? Watching all that racing kind of made me hungry. How about y'all?
Yeah,
That sounds good.
Somewhere quiet sounds good.
Yes.
It'd be nice to hear some instruments
A different
like
change of
lutes
pace from this.
and horns.
A change of scenery as well as perhaps a strong drink is all I am interested in at this time.
Collect our winnings, and then the when where I'm cashing out, I'll ask the people know a good place to spend this winnings on some decent food in Thayan.
You are pointed to a place that is not too far. Although some of the suggestions you do receive are that, this particular vendor over here has some great kebabs, and this particular, like, they kind of point you to place in the festival. But once it's clear that you're looking for more of a, like, not part of the festival,
finer things of Thay.
they name a couple of food establishments that are just outside of this area and into the neighboring neighborhoods of the city.
We need a gastropub.
Yes, got it.
I'm gonna need a lot of liquor.
A gastropub coming right up.
To earn I'm gonna spend all my winnings tonight.
Oh no.
Just trying to picture Thayan fish and chips.
They're just red. Everything's red.
Dust. Anyone ready? Dust.
Just
Red
Aaron,
snapper and
yes.
red potato.
While we are walking, if we end up crossing paths of that building where I saw the markings, let me know.
okay. Oh no. Okay. So, you wind up. So you're going to this restaurant, right? Or going to this particular tavern?
I'll let the group know of some more sit-in, quieter establishments to eat if that's where y'all want to head out.
I think that's best.
Okay.
Okay. So then,
Make sure it's not too high end.
Right.
I'll just lean back in.
Boozy, but not too bougie.
Remember, Verity said Thayans are stuck up as fuck. Very quietly, like ear to ear.
Alrighty.
So then we'll just head that way like we know what we're doing, and I'm tired of this riffraff.
Alright. So you manage to.
I'll definitely continue that very upright and purposeful movement that I had with Sonder at the very beginning of our meeting here.
Okay. You reach this place, the Fearless Goblet. It is a little, let's say quiet. It's like a step above a hole in the wall kind of place. Looks like it's a place that is definitely a locally, very privately owned, up and coming tavern that they're really trying to take care of the patrons that are like.
We're trendsetters by coming here.
Yeah, there's a couple. People
I know how to
see.
Yelp review.
There's a couple people here that are definitely here with the festival. The wildly colored like face paints and that sort of thing, but it is for the most part a quiet little joint.
I'm sure most places are gonna have more customers than normal right now. So.
So we'll head in and walking up to them, are they speaking more common, more Thayan, or is it kind of mixed, lax?
It's a little bit of mix. You can hear from the various tables that there's a slew of languages that is being spoken at the moment.
Okay.
What's the name of this place again?
The Fearless Goblet.
Fearless Goblet. And it is not in the direction that you are.
Uh-oh.
No, I meant
There we go.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh. Oh, you went up.
We're loading. We're
Oh.
spinning. It's
Yeah,
spinning.
it's red for me right now. Hold on. Let's see if it.
I'm having issues on my end too.
Traitor!
Did you put your name in the goblet?
The goblet. Did you put your name in the goblet? It's green now. Are you good? Yeah.
Aaron, I'm
Brilliant.
gonna have to restart my internet because I'm like everything's going crap for me.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah,
you're
on
good.
my side.
Alrighty.
So I'll
no
be back.
worries. Okay.
We'll
Do
get you a water.
Whoa! There we go. Well, we're all gonna be in random places. I'm not gonna move the names around. How about I just take names off?
So then, yeah,
We
we'll head
know
up
who we
and.
are.
Mm-hmm.
But like, do we though?
Do we? Do we? Okay. So, as you are reaching this place, you find yourselves relatively. There's probably of the 7 tables that are in this room, only about 3 of them are taken. So it's not. There are people in here, but it's not like.
Mm-hmm.
It's enough off the beaten path that it is not being overrun. And because it looks more like a privately owned place instead of like a big business sort of thing, it doesn't get or hasn't gotten that much attention. But you're able to find a little table to where you are able to talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. Waitress, waiter, servant.
There is a bartender.
Oh.
It is a dwarven bartender who owns this place. And he seen you come in. It's like, oh, come. Wherever you would like to sit. Welcome to the Fearless Goblet.
Nice. I'll get the first round, guys. I want to grab a spot.
Definitely. I'll try to scope one out. Do I see any like secondary entrance or exit here, or is it just one way in?
Make a perception check for me.
Yeah, this is gonna make a perception check, guys.
Heck yeah, you are.
What time of day is it at this point?
This is probably
Mid-afternoon, or-
mid-afternoon. Yeah. So, let's see here.
Reminds me
Whoa,
of
hello everybody. Welcome.
Whoa.
Plastic Rebel, hey.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah,
Come on in.
welcome.
Luckily,
Nice.
because
Hello.
that was not super great. I'm gonna go ahead and just use the inspiration that was given to me.
Taco's giving you another one, so you have another one there.
Which, wow, using one and get another. Okay, that's
Okay.
great. Okay,
Yeah.
so here we go. Thank you very much, everybody,
Yeah.
for your low faith in my perception rolls.
Oh no, I know it's
Please
like it's
buy
both
us crystal
good and
glasses.
kind of like
Oh.
oh no.
That's gonna be a side quest, I think.
I think the faith is that you're consistent.
yeah.
Mhm.
Can't fault you on that part.
Here we go again. That was exactly the same
Oh,
as
perfect.
last time.
You
I
can't
guess
change fate.
I could use a third one. No, so anyway, yeah, that's it's just a 12.
A 12? That's not. I mean, that's not bad. Looking around, there is the main
Still have to
entrance.
get there.
You can see that there is a in this little small space. There is what appears to be a doorway that is covered in a hanging piece of fabric that kind of leads to the back. What you would imagine would be maybe like a kitchen or whatever. And then there is a ramshackle wooden staircase that's kind of built into the wall that goes up to a second story that only has like 3 doors. But other than that, it's like mostly this bottom space.
Okay. Well, any way to a different place is better than no place. So I'll position us kind of closer to that. next level.
Okay. All right. So yeah, there is a larger round table that is kind of wedged into that corner where the second story kind of overhangs it a little bit.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right. So now that you are here inside, what do I need? You guys take a seat. What are you guys doing?
Going up to the bartender, but Renan, you had something?
I was just going to ask if I see any backless chairs.
Backless seat chairs? No, but you can very easily spin it around so that the back end is front facing.
That's
You're a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Is he going to do the Riker maneuver?
Yeah, perfect. Alrighty. So, as you guys are getting together, the bartender comes, or the apparent bartender comes over.
What do you recommend?
Well,
The strongest you have.
well, we have a blue draconic ale that is rather popular this season. If you wish.
Why not?
Excellent. I
Get
will
two.
go. Was that for everyone or just
Yeah.
you? So
One
I
for
get,
each.
6 rounds. All right. I will be right back then. And he goes back and starts making up some beverages. Ardrin, go ahead. What were you saying?
I kind of want to just peer around the room for anyone that looks like they're of authority or status or anybody we don't want in our vicinity right this minute.
All right. Well, make a perception check then.
Ooh, that was not great. 4 plus not enough math. I think 9.
13.
From the 3 tables that are here, there's 2 that have a handful of people in each, and both of them look like they are freshly in from the festival that you just came from, dressed in clothing that is rather colorful and flamboyant, representing their teams. The third table has 2 individuals. They look like they're maybe staying here. They look like they're not really in like traveling clothes or gear. They don't have any belongings with them. They're just kind of like relaxing with some beverages at the moment.
Okay. And can we watch the guy make the drinks? Is it like he's over at like a bar?
He's at the bar and he's just like grabbing things and pouring from one jug and putting a little bit of this and putting a little bit of that. He's mixing matching things.
Okay, he's a mixologist. No. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna check on something, and I'll go up to him and kind of lean. Is it like a bar, like a classic bar I can lean up on?
There are no chairs, but you can lean up on there if you wish.
Okay. I have a request, kind of a bet, if you will, sir. Did he
Sure.
give his name?
No, he has not.
Okay. Don't make it obvious, but you see the blue guy?
Yes. That one over there.
I said don't make it obvious.
Tall, dark, and handsome. Sunder just picked right up. What?
You're muted, Thunder.
You're not
Oh,
here.
Lord handsome.
That's me.
Well, well,
It's the 18 perception roll.
I told him of all. I bet him with all the places this one was recommended, and if anything, you would be able to know what a black dog is. He thinks you don't know or can't make it.
Black dog.
Mm-hmm.
As in like beverage, or like he wants. There's plenty of strays. If he's looking for a pet, I'm sure we can find one.
Don't tell me you don't know what it is either. But yes, it's a drink.
If you give me
Apparently
an idea,
he's-
maybe I can put it together.
Hearing Sonder talk about this stupid drink long enough, would I have some idea of what it is?
After 3 years, make a history check for me with advantage.
Yes.
Ooh.
Because there's still the chance that you could just roll 2 1s.
Okay.
Help the
no.
bartender
You
make a
kill me.
history check.
18 and 14, so plus 9, 27.
You like think about it for a minute, and almost as if you are lip syncing a video clip in your head, you just like name off these ingredients, which are what, Sonder, exactly? 'Cause I don't remember.
And so, it like the bubble like floats over his head. A little bit of nightshade. There's some cardamom. You have to put a little bit of black charcoal inside and mix that together, and you just put some kind of gin, mint, and basil, and blah blah blah. And I'll just kind of list all that.
Okay. And
Ooh,
he kind
I'll
of
get
just
some
going.
blah blah
And then
blah.
the thought bubble goes. Poof.
Perfect. All right.
I'm gonna make this
he,
one day.
He kind of just like nods slowly. He's like, "Well, there's a couple of ingredients there that I will have to do my best with, but I will do my best." So, do you
Trust
still
me.
want? Do you still want the 6?
Oh, yes,
ales,
definitely.
and then 1 of this black dog.
Mm-hmm.
This black pooch.
And
He starts putting it together. It's not quite
Lesser
the same-
version.
Lesser, yeah.
I
We'll
like that.
try my best.
I'll go back to the others and just be like, well, it's not poison. It looks actually pretty good, so we'll see.
Okay. Sol.
I want to do a perception check just to see if there's any symbols of specific things. You know.
Oh, when you were coming in or whatnot? Sure. Make a perception check for me.
And from the inside as well.
Frog's breath. That musks everything.
Oh.
It's okay if it is poisonous. I'm immune to poison, so I'll be.
If you do
There's-
try to kill me,
And if it's so
Leo's
acidic that it becomes an acid, then I'll still be okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Just means the drink has a lot of burn to it. It's fine.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Fallen prey to one of the classic
Nope.
blunders.
Nope. You're up here. There we go. Put you back. I was like trying to put the screen back where you were supposed to be. Llama, he's supposed to be dead. All right. So, Galil, just to catch you up. You know, I'm starting to think this guy's like, oh yeah, my internet gotta get restarted. And meanwhile, he just goes over and gets like a snack from the fridge.
100
Did you
nuggets.
bring enough for the class?
The class, yeah.
No, he could hear the ice cream truck pull up outside.
He's like, oh, my internet's going out. Can't hear you. Sorry, gotta go.
We see him dumping out a piggy bank in the background.
That's perfect. Sounds
My
good.
router's in my kitchen, so
dragging a dead body.
Oh, yeah.
Is it in your freezer?
How
By any
convenient.
chance? I love you. It's fine. I'm just teasing. Okay, so just to catch you up, you guys are at a place called the oh Jesus, I forgot.
The Fearless Goblet.
The Fearless Goblet. Run by a dwarven man at the moment. There are there's like 7 tables in here, of which you are one, and there are 3 other tables that have people on it, but they're kind of 2 of them are definitely people for the festival, and 2 others are just kind of off in the corner minding their own business. Kindred has ordered a round of beverages for everyone. The bartender is making them and about to bring them over. You guys are all sitting there together.
And
Have
Soul
at
is making a perception check for
Who?
symbols.
Symbols. On the way over, what did you roll?
12.
12. On the way over here, ooh, oh, yeah, actually, yes. I will send you a message. If I can find you.
Aaron's just writing meow, meow,
Meow,
meow.
meow, 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 meow.
Meow, mix, please deliver.
Okay,
So-
there we go. Go for it. What are you guys doing?
Well, Kindred's up at the bar. I'm gonna say to everybody. I'll go ahead and lift my mask slightly too. So, do any of you speak Thayan? Kindred translated for me, and it's not great news. There are 2 masters of illusion here. Luhorn being one of them. I think you remember that you rescued Aliquin and I from possibly being long-term guests of his very early on. And another one named Yelenia. I don't think I've encountered her before. What's worse, though, is that charred figure. It's someone who stood against the Empire. I think it's North.
Do they have his body?
I think his body is serving them now.
There's this very quick, very brief, hard sort of drumming of his fingers on the table before he just sort of stops himself. And he kind of just stares off into the middle distance for a minute.
In Ruvian, I just doing this. I just say fuck in Ruvian.
What is the word in Ruvian?
E.
Wait,
Okay,
what did you-
Shrek.
That's what?
It's just this little baby sneeze.
Ibiski.
Ibiski. Okay, got
It's a
it.
Harry Potter stuff.
Go for it. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
So, after a couple minutes of silence, I just walk back with a tray.
Oh, you
Some
bring
silence.
you bring your own beverages.
Yeah, I don't
Cool.
mind if he's working on the surprise thing. I'll bring the tray and leave some cold.
All right, you bring the tray over with. There are 6 brass little goblets that are handed out to the rest of you.
Emerald Lar Mules.
Root mules, exactly.
Well, I hadn't thought about it till now. We said that these are masters of illusion. Maybe they're making us want to think that that is north. But it is an illusion. Trying
What are
to.
the masters of illusion?
They are the. One of them is a lich. Specifically. A illusion wizard. One of the 8. As Kindred knows.
I'll look around, sit down, kind of hold my drink up over my mouth and under the table, point to Renan, and cast message and say it's the what's that divination bitch's name?
Amaranth?
Yeah, I went blank. It's the
I'm surprised
Amaranth.
I remembered that. Jesus.
Bravo.
Right? I had my Wheaties this morning. Apparently.
Heck yeah, the Wheaties.
I'll just message you. It's the Amaranth version of illusion magic. But
Take a drink.
very quietly. While we may be somewhat private, let's not discuss sympathies out loud. And I'll just kind of raise my glass and say, "Dracarys!"
Oh no.
and then take a drink.
What did that mean last time?
No mercy.
Was that Thayan?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
We're turning into like Klingons, like today is a good day to die. No mercy. These are the Thane phrases we are teaching everybody.
No,
Except that's not actually about
Yes, that's
any
Thayan they're speaking.
seditionists. It's actually about the people who lost in the race.
Nice.
Yikes.
How's this drink taste? Is it like fizzy, like carbonated, nice?
Are you talking about the?
Oh, the beverage is
The blue draconic
very
something.
strong,
Oh.
and whenever you guys actually take a sip of it, it has a little bit of like a prickly pear cactusy kind of taste to it. It's kind of sweet, but has a very strong ale finish. But whenever you bring it to your lips, there is the slightest, whenever like a little static discharge, kind of like when you touch your finger, but it zaps your lips whenever you like bring it to your mouth.
Like
Or
the
tongue,
good.
whatever like hits you first. It's almost like a little rock candy pop zapper thing, just like.
Iskra likes this. It takes the edge off the situation just a little.
So
Is there like a little tiny like tin or something I can pour some in and just slide it to Soul?
Sure.
Okay,
It's
I do so.
It is
Burnt
almost
out
like
candle in the center of the
electricity.
table.
Right, like set it down. Here you go, Kitty. No.
Soul's gonna lap some up, and then you know how cats do, where they shake their head like really fast,
Yeah.
and then start
Ugh.
drinking more.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of hungry. Do y'all want to eat here, or do y'all just want to go back?
This place looks safe.
We might as well.
But let's not talk.
Right.
No, we just saw some great races.
We're here to spend our earnings.
Made a little gold.
I made
A
even.
little. I look at Sonder. And
I got first place.
Yours did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you all see the one that threw his rider off?
saw that right at the beginning.
Right.
I
Good for
don't
him.
think that guy made it out alive.
Oh,
They said not everybody is cut out for this, and I guess, yeah.
Looking to Galil. Well, I suppose it is your lucky day.
maybe you can find that particular one. Track it down.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you do Hunter's Mark on it? Did you?
No.
I'm gonna
No.
take a coin from one. of
I'm
those
smart
earnings.
enough then, rather than use some techniques I know out in the open, where I can probably be traced back.
Hmm.
I'm gonna take one of the coins from y'all's earnings and put it up to my forehead. I'll be meowth.
Meowth.
Can
There you
Soul
go.
talk now that
Right?
No.
Yeah,
Come
that
meowth.
was there.
It activates.
Now that you got Meowth, you can
That'd be
actually
cool.
speak.
Then he becomes really bossy to everyone.
The
I'm gonna
That's right.
grab Soul by the tail and swing him.
oh my god.
Grab what?
Him
Soul-
putting the
soul by
coin there
tail.
makes him immune to fall damage, by the way.
If you do enough damage, he's gonna morph back. All on you.
Oh no.
Doing centrifugal
Oh no, I'm
force
just doing
damage
that
to
and
him.
swinging you.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway,
I'm joking. I
Can't
won't
walk
do
through
that.
Thay without swinging a dead cat.
the bartender comes back over and places a drink in front of Sonder. Here you go. I did my best. I don't know if this is going to be up to your standards on whatever you have of that. But it is what I had available, and I figured that perhaps you might find yourself a new favorite, maybe. Kind of takes a step back, grabs the tray that you guys had the other drinks on, and like holds it nervously, waiting for you to give it a
Have
shot.
this- Oh, okay.
I'll like hand him 3 gold. Is that like pretty good for
Got
a drink?
this Benny.
That's plenty. He's like, oh.
Okay, I want to overtip very generously.
It's what I think it is.
I don't know. You tell me. Oh god.
In
Wait,
Elven, a veritable connoisseur.
just
Thanks.
like
Uh,
swirl it around.
wow.
It smells
like
close.
have a "That's so Raven" moment.
Uh-oh. Hold on. I got...
That's
Oh
insane.
my gosh, your lips, you're just rubbing them. So sensual and supple.
They look powdier.
I keep
Mhm.
getting spinny.
Well, he did it. I just asked him if he could.
FYI.
This is the
Is
closest
Aaron
thing.
like freaking out for all of you guys?
Yeah, my internet's
I-
kind
I've
of...
Yeah.
noticed a couple of stutters.
It's,
Okay.
It's currently red
I
at
thought
the
it was just
moment.
me.
Yeah, I keep getting spinny.
Spinnies. Yay. Let's
Get
see.
Bill Gates here.
It's fine. It's fine.
I think you'll
Um,
like it.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. It's not the exact black dog that you are used to, but it is a very close. It's like where you can tell it's like maybe 2 ingredients off, but not by a lot. Oh, hello, dog.
Much better than the black frog that I had.
Yeah, you
The
look
whale
down
back.
at yourself and you're like, nothing seems to have changed. You did not shrink this time.
Well, would you guys like to try it?
I'm good.
You know, you've been talking about this drink for who knows how long. Give it here. Let me see.
Okay.
I will smell it because I'm like, what the? Oh, it is strong.
It's very strong. Like it's very obviously a strong beverage, but to me, like the way you describe it, it's almost like a chai kind of smell. It's got the cardamom in it.
What is
What
it?
is it?
Listen to his suffering, children.
Is it Skynet? Does
Yeah,
Skynet take over?
Porn are you downloading, man?
I'm not. It's North. Tell North to get off the internet. I don't know what's happening.
Zip
You
down
fly
the
south for the winter.
Battlefield
Oh,
20.
computer, stop all the downloading.
I've noticed.
I was like, I'm not.
Joe.
Shall
Okay.
we?
All right, we're back to
back.
green. It's back to
I
green.
don't know
It's back to
nothing
green.
about
Okay.
computers
Very-
other than
It's very.
It's
So
very.
right
it's very
before
strong.
he goes
It's
to
a
take
very
the drink, I
Yeah.
just point towards Sonder, like as Kindred's taking the drink, and go, "Aren't you immune to poisons?"
I could still taste, and it tastes delicious. Well,
As Renan hits the table.
I'm sure
Hey, what did I do? I'm
I'm
not
sure
drinking it.
Iskra can.
Kindred hit table.
I'm sure
Is
Iskra can.
Kindred next to me, by the way?
Yeah. I mean, you could like sit wherever.
He'll know if it's poison because of me.
Oh yeah. That's true.
So yes, it's very strong. And what else?
It has a very strong alcoholic smell to it, but I'm imagining because of the cardamom and other spices in it, it's almost like a Oh my god, this
Like a
is
smoky,
It's almost like
licoricey.
It's I was gonna say a little like a chai.
Chai.
No, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a chai.
Mhm. Absolutely.
What's that? Glue vine that like
Oh God.
Jaeger. No.
solstice-y,
You're basically
wintry,
Oh, golden
Goldschlager?
Golden Schlager.
spiced
Yeah.
wine drink
oh
thing.
wait, Wassel,
Oh
like
wait,
the
it's
apple
part of that.
cinnamon Wassel.
Well, in any
It's
case,
strong.
it's good. It's strong and it's good. It is spicy in that like spice sense, not like
And Sonder,
Hot
what were you saying?
I'm sure Iskra can agree that we can choose to metabolize faster or not by using our key abilities. You channel
Oh.
different chakras and speed up your metabolization of poisons and alcohols.
I
whatnot.
hadn't thought of it using it that way before, but I
Ooh.
suppose I could.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I don't know if you have the same internal anatomy of a warrior genasi, but I'm sure on a similar level, other monks can do it too, that I've seen.
After looking at Kindred for a minute and like, all right, well, I suppose he's not going to die. I'm going to go get another drink.
After Sonder teaches Iskra that, you see a pop up that says she just learned a new skill.
Yes. Esker learned metabolize.
So I slide the drink back to Sonder. It's almost all gone. Maybe about a little bit left.
Oh my
Anyone
God.
else want to try it? So,
Not give it to the cat.
I'm gonna go get my own drinks and food.
All right.
Well,
I'll let
he's,
you
So
try.
you're
he's about
joining
to
me
come
for a
back.
little
We'll
walk
just-
to the bar.
I bet
Yeah.
Sol
Oh,
would
he
like
was
it, though.
there watching the drink, and so
Yeah.
when once it was clear that you liked it, then he was like, "Oh, excellent!" And then he goes back to go check on the other tables. There's literally only just this one guy here right
Is there like a
Thank you so
menu?
much.
now. No,
Okay.
but if
So
you
like
I mean, if you
pictures of
ask-
like
if you
food or
ask-
meats or like chickens.
If you ask for foods can be brought. Just depending
And
on
I
what you-
have 200 chicken nuggies. Is that what you're gonna go do?
100 chicken nuggets.
Oh my
I
God.
have 100 crunchy
Oh.
shell tacos.
Wait, wasn't that Galil?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it was.
He's
Like
going up
in
to the
real
bar
life.
right now, so
I'll order
And what
plain
time is it?
toast, dry.
Toast, dry toast. Got it.
What time is it?
Midday, like just after midday. The race
get a
happened
hash
in the
brown
very
burger?
heat of the day is when it had happened.
So walking up to the bartender, waiter, owner man,
Yeah.
looking to him, do you happen to have any proper elven wine?
If you want elven wine, I'm sure I can find something that would be of your liking.
So, slightly not proper elven wine. Certainly acceptable.
The dwarven man kind of looks at you and squints his eyes and just like, freaking elves.
I'm gonna need a bottle.
Now, to be clear, dwarvish whiskey can beat elven wine on any given day.
If that's what you want. We'll just say, so that we don't have to roleplay the whole
Every
dining
drink.
experience.
Every drink.
can
there.
get-
Oh no, I'm just trying to get in
Every
with the bartender. Like,
Huh?
I'm just trying to get in good with the bartender.
Well,
I'll
you're
be right back. Deliveries here.
okay.
Well, you get your
On
drink.
that
I'm going
note,
to try your draconic.
while you get your
beer.
foods,
We'll go to break.
Bottles.
we'll go to break. Bottles?
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so bottles
Bottle
are
Pop them
service.
bottles and
Bottle service.
Bottles
Improper
Sounds
elven.
amazing.
That bottle
Graham.
fit the
Bottle
flow.
service.
Elven wine
Jesus.
comes in Capri Sun form.
Jesus.
That's amazing.
Oh god. All
Comes
right.
walking
Well-
back with a bottle of elven wine and a bottle of dwarven whiskey. Like, this is going to be fun.
We will be right back after this break. Give us like 10 minutes to
And
sort
steaks all
ourselves.
around too.
Steaks? Oh god.
I have a vegan burger.
All right, we back. We're back.
my spinach puffs.
Alrighty, guys. So as food is brought to all of you, and another round of beverages, apparently a bottle service.
Mm-hmm.
Steaks probably not gonna happen, but the bartender tells you his name is Hulethorn. Hulethorn Bronzeheart. He is the one who he was like, I don't know if I have enough steaks for everyone, but I will do my best to try and find something delicious for everyone. Just give me a couple of minutes. And he goes,
I wouldn't mind just the soup, since I was snacking earlier.
soup I can do.
Do you
This
happen
guy
to have any
deserves a
chicken?
raise.
Yeah, sure. But just
My cat thinks you deserve a raise.
thank you, cat.
His name is Banan.
Thank you, Banan. It was very kind of you.
And you were very kind for attempting that drink. I appreciate it.
Oh, it was nothing. It was your friend.
Where is he, by the way?
He is there, just quietly eating.
I think he had to
Oh.
run to the bathroom.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, that too.
In Draconic, I say to
bathroom.
Sonder. In Draconic, I say to Sonder, pull the banan cards one more time and I'll reach out their tongue. With a smile on my face.
But his name is actually. That's what we went with. Tell Kindred this. And you
And
hear
you
like
all
him
run
and
with it, you
they're
impudent.
like arguing in Draconic. Wait, does that wait? Hold on. Isn't the bartender?
Dwarvish.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I
You
mean,
have the
you're
wrong
not
beat.
draconic, but you're speaking it. You don't know what he speaks.
I thought he was a dragonborn for some reason. I don't.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay.
No, this is Dwarven man.
He's
So-
half dragonborn.
A dwarf
The
dragon?
reason they call
Oh my
him
God.
Firebeard.
Oh, no. All right. What are you guys doing?
What are we doing
Bottle
with our
service and
lives?
food. That is it.
Okay, well, I mean, in the meantime,
I'm just gonna finish this and want to go back as fast as possible.
going back to... Wait.
Could we get shot glasses by any chance, sir?
Yeah. You get glasses. If you're getting bottles, then you'll have your tankards or glasses, whichever one you need. Are you doing... What is that?
Shot glasses.
Shot glasses? Okay. Shot glasses it is.
Picture. Can we get the picture of that blue dragon?
You guys are
alien?
gonna get wasted.
Let's do it.
I mean, we started day drinking as soon as we got up, so
All right, let's
I
make
I
Constitution.
misheard Sonder. I thought he said, "Can we get a picture like of
picture?
something of like
Heard it first,
Constitution.
too.
Can you take a picture with us?
Can you take a picture of all of us? Thanks. Yes, Constitution
Oh,
saving
man.
throw for everyone.
With shawarma.
I mean, I'm only taking sips. So.
You're a
I can
cat.
deal with that.
Bartender unconcerned that I slid a shot glass in front of a cat.
15.
He's seen a lot of really random stuff, so you know what? Whatever.
Cats
Alright.
like to imbibe in.
15. You said Ardrin?
Mm-hmm.
Iskra?
7.
Perfect. Bernard? What?
He was
12.
talking shit,
12.
and now he's gonna get drunk.
Galil?
15.
15. Sonder?
14.
Kindred got an 18 apparently.
Soul?
14.
14. Oh, man.
Does
First
the
round.
toxic alcoholic concept of alcohol, well, geez, I'm really stumbling today. The
already
alcoholic
drunk.
aspect
So-
of this actually affect a monk.
Nope. Unless we want to.
So does the con save matter?
I can
at that
sober up
point?
and. Well, we can sober up, like.
Because
in
it,
action.
Fucking right.
it is kind of like a poison, so
Well, so here's a question.
yeah.
If you
Alcohol
already
is
allowed yourself to become inebriated, will you be able to focus enough to use that ability?
I was like, why am I hearing it double? What is happening? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what am I?
Why am I hearing it double? What is happening? Oh, yeah.
What am
It's that one.
That was me, my bad. I put it too close to my headset.
You're good.
That's
So-
that's how drunk y'all are.
Yeah, you just hear it. Oh, my God. Okay, so what were you saying, Iskra? You said if you
point.
allow yourself to be inebriated,
So yeah, like you're a monk,
yeah.
you get drunk.
Uh-huh.
Will you have the presence of mind to be
Right.
able to
To
allow,
woosa.
like, to use the ability that would allow you to clear poisons or whatever?
I
Depends on
wouldn't
how
be-
drunk
I
I
I'd roll for it.
But, like,
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't
say
roll
like
for
a
it.
D100 sort of roll to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's up to you. You both are the monks, so I don't know.
What's
this
raw?
Is,
Actually,
What
to
is
be
wrong?
clear, it is up to you, sir.
well, no, but I mean, if they have the ability to cleanse their body of a poison, if they focus for
But
6
what
seconds,
they remember is the question.
I think it's more of a if they will it to, because I'm sure it's not like you're like 1 minute you're drunk or 1 minute you're sober, 1 minute you're drunk. It could be, but
Right.
I would say that it's more of a, if you feel it happening and you're wanting it to not happen, you can like stave off that decline or incline, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, motor skills
you
go.
can feel it coming on. Do you decide to kind of keep it at that level or diminish it?
Think about how there is a whole subclass called the Drunken Way. So,
Drunken Master.
Yep.
So-
I am not the drunken way.
true.
That's my favorite
And
class.
this is the conversation we have while drinking and eating and conversing.
Okay, yes. We talk about monks since
Oh,
Sandra brought up that ability anyway.
Yeah. And right now, Iskra
and
is
I rolled a
definitely-
7.
Yeah, definitely feeling. It was basically I was just keeping it at a 10. So 7, you were
Oh,
definitely
then we're
feeling
good.
it. If you wish, you are
So
feeling
do you
it the most.
think that if I wanted to, that I did?
I know what you're thinking. What is a place like me doing in a girl like this?
I'm a librarian. But seeing
Once
everyone's
again,
getting wasted and finishing up my shawarma, shall we
Oh,
head
good
back to
shawarma.
the ship, guys?
That looked really good.
I told you you should have ordered the shawarma. You ordered the
I
turkey.
don't know. I ordered
Did
the
not, I
turkey.
ordered
I did
chicken.
not order the turkey.
It looks like turkey.
You ordered the turkey.
There's
I
Well,
did not order turkey.
oh my
shall
God.
we head back to the ship?
Oh,
Ardrin.
Ardrin, you look like you need to say something. What's up?
Oh no! While they're having this discourse, he's gonna walk away, let them just spiral for that second, and he's gonna go up to the bar and
Order another drink.
actually, yes, he's gonna order 2 shots,
Oh, no.
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna try to explain to this man how to make a peppermint patty.
Oh.
Is that a drink or is that like a burger?
It is a
It's a
drink.
burger.
It has another name. It's
I
also
think
called
it's
a
a
polar bear.
Peanuts character.
Burgers for elves.
It's also a frozen dessert, but
Okay, now y'all are just making shit
From
up.
Yorkshire.
All right. What are what?
it's basically just a mint liqueur and a chocolate liqueur shaken
Yeah.
over ice.
That sounds nice.
Your people have definitely been the most interesting patrons I have had in this place, and I cannot say how.
Well, it's a festival, right? Gotta live to excess.
Sure. I don't particularly have a way of making it cold.
I got that.
But I can do my best. Here's
We're not asking for
This-
miracles. We're just looking to have a good time.
he does his closest approximation. Something minty, and almost a minty, somewhat absinthy
Mojito.
green liquid is poured, and then another darker, thicker looking substance, almost syrupy in how dark it is. And they're mixed together. And presents them to you. It's like, it's probably the closest I got.
He's going to just wordlessly slip him a gold, because I'm assuming that's more than a sufficient
That is-
tip for this kind of thing. I'll just give him a little nod, and he's gonna walk over, and without saying anything, he's just gonna put it next to, or reach over Renan's shoulder and put it down in front of him, and then sit back down, nod to him, raise it, and then shoot.
All right. Renan, what were you gonna say?
How much did I spend on the bottle of elven wine and the bottle of whiskey?
Bottle of wine, bottle of whiskey, we'll say 5 gold.
Good God.
And they're bottles.
And they're elven.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
this is imported.
It's-
Mm-hmm.
This
Takes
is
a,
like
takes a sip.
you.
Oh no, it's not.
It's like you go to order sake, but you get handed soju.
And prices are higher because the festival's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true.
What was
Don't
it that you
order
said?
a
I
Uber.
apologize that you got for me. are there?
You can look it up by two names, either a peppermint patty or a polar bear.
It's kind of like a minty chocolatey liqueur.
Yeah.
This
I'll
one
take the
may not
polar
be so
bear.
much chocolatey, but it is definitely kind of minty and very strong and thick.
I like all those
Interesting.
adjectives.
Okay.
I love you.
But
All right.
since he couldn't cool it down, this one's just called the climate change.
Nice.
Ice caps are melting.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Your food has been delivered. You have enjoyed a somewhat quiet meal with minor
I'm
small
just gonna
talk
pay.
now and then.
Pay.
I'm gonna pay 50 gold to him.
Dang.
Okay.
Damn.
Dang.
I said bottle service, so
It reminds me of like
How many bottles did you take?
He's
taking one as
300.
a-
He's
I'm taking
300
one
gold
home,
richer.
by the
He
way.
doesn't care.
I'm 500 gold richer.
Okay, pay my tab. Thank him kindly for attempting to please me and making the drink for my friend. And asking him if he's going to be open every day of every day of the races.
As long as nothing tragic happens, we will be here.
Well,
I'm taking
we
one
will
of
see
the
you again.
bottles of whiskey home with me, by the way.
Okay.
Is this open carry? No. It's dry country.
It is now.
I mean, it's during a festival. So.
I mean, yeah. And plus, I'm gonna put in my jacket anyways.
Alrighty.
Okay.
In that case, then, once you are leaving.
So what was his name? I would ask his name before we leave then.
Oh, his name was Hilthern Bronzeheart.
I paid 20 gold.
Hilthern Bronzeheart.
You spell that?
Yes. Put it in chat.
Hilthrin Bronze Heart.
Yes, I can. Give me a moment.
Yeah, basically.
So
Oops, nope. Love this.
When I
Hilthrin.
pay, I want to give to dig especially for a Ruvian dwarvish gold and give it to him.
Okay. Very nice.
Not what I expected.
Alrighty. So, you've paid your way. You're able to go out into the heat of the middle of the day. It is definitely hot out.
I'd pitch my wings to kind of pinch the top of them above my head to use them for shade.
Oh, nice.
This is gonna
Trying
fix
to
his shitty.
shepherd this group of cats. I feel.
I
That's the shit.
just kind of snap my head to make my mask go boop, back down on my face.
Perfect.
Like, you do that in that sort of like drunken way, or is it like fully like cognizant?
It's like halfway between.
The drunk swag.
So you're not like walking chin first to kind of just sort of like shuck it down and then just keep trotting. It's more controlled than that.
Slightly more controlled.
Me holding the
only
remains
good.
of the whiskey. This is going to be fun.
Definitely.
EPK by alcohol poisoning.
Ranan,
Yes.
have you ever tried elf cherry wine?
No. But they have tried elven strawberry wine.
You should try this one. The black cherry variation. That one I think you would like.
Canonically, it is the best.
Well, as long as it doesn't taste anything like elven cough poultice, it'll be fine.
Poultice? Oh no!
What?
We just invented NyQuil in Faerun. Congratulations.
Robitussin.
Robitussin.
Well, we already have
Excuse me, if we're gonna
Vaporub.
give credit, it's gonna be
Yes.
to Ruvian. Let's not jump
Yeah.
the gun here.
Yeah. All right.
Think plums and honey and spice.
and
I
everything
don't know
nice.
that I have ever seen a monk this intoxicated. The idea
The
of you
vapor rub.
I'm allowing myself to be this intoxicated.
Well, then
Yeah, what
treat
he
yourself
said.
that way, as I'm like trying to keep us moving.
Yep. You're making your
Lou horns here. Vapor rub.
As you guys are moving, so Soul, you do see that bit. Oops.
Oh.
Music got really intense. But you do see what you mentioned earlier.
Soul is going to nibble on Saunders' ear. And then he's going to jump down, go
No,
over
princess.
to.
Oh, no.
What did you say?
What?
He's gonna go over to a wall and then do this like cat stretch on it, right on top of where she's stretching as a symbol.
I'm pretty sober, so I would pay attention to Soul.
Yeah. And you do.
I'm gonna
Me
walk
too.
over to Soul and try to pick him up. It's like,
Yeah.
"It's stretched back at the ship, kitty."
And he just allows
And
it.
with your passive
Stretch cat.
investigation, you do see that there is like some scratch marks where Soul was kind of stretching on that look, now that you are looking at it, look more carved into the side of the building of the goblet than like on accident. Like this was definitely done on purpose.
If Galil
Looking-
stops, then I just kind of hold the one wing over his head.
I do a perception on disadvantage.
Sure.
That drunk statement didn't even make sense. But seeing Soul and Isker try to prime away, I'll go try to pick Soul up and be like, "I got you." And then I'll like do like when you kiss like the kitties on like the back of the neck and just whisper like, "I see it. I marked it."
At first, as you're like grabbing Soul, like, "No."
Oh no.
Mine.
See, this is
My
why Soul
kitty.
stays in kitty form all the time. He's
Because
loving
it's all Jesus.
all the
Christ.
attention.
Are the monks getting white girl wasted in
They
the middle of the
are.
I
day?
think so.
Indrid, you're talking about that, right?
Point
As
to
I
the
just go
sign
up to
the
you and like
opposite
point to
direction.
your nose and just be like, "Boop, let's go that way," and try to spin you and just keep going.
Well, you are definitely going to be herding a bunch of drunken cats. This is going to be wild. Okay, so who is taking the lead on returning to the
I will.
ship?
I got
Oh.
this.
Oh,
I know
no.
cities. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I trust.
Here.
Did she just get all Brooklyn?
She got Brooklyn on us. I love it. Yes.
I'm gonna
will
follow
allow
behind
this.
and make sure that they don't go do something
That's
stupid.
20.
I'll get the caboose.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my goodness.
It's like the
Heck
thing
got
like
yeah.
when
drunk
drunken.
GPS.
Just,
Thunder, I will not be walking behind you. I promise you that. Or in front of you. I promise you that.
Then I will walk a vomit's length away from everybody.
Oh my god.
Well, I suppose that
Social
much would be
distance.
appreciated.
Yeah,
I'm
Iskra
just
would
going
do
to
great.
drink,
Like
drink
that's
myself.
maybe as much as we said that Iskra was not Way of the Drunken Master, maybe we just found her specialty.
Yeah.
She
New
needs to,
skill unlocked.
yeah, she just needs to be slightly buzzed, and all of her rolls are gonna just go really well.
Ah, she
after I
multi-sucker
stop everyone
facts.
quickly and like assess, then I just start walking in a direction without really telling anybody. I like
Yeah.
sort of go like,
I'm gonna follow her out of concern.
yeah.
oh, I'm just
She-
making sure we stay together, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of that direction. So yeah,
Yeah,
we'll,
you
come on.
guys are heading the general direction just fine. And like this point in the day, even as hot as it is out, like there's still a considerable amount of people that are kind of milling about this part of the city. And as you travel in the direction of the harbor, Iskra, you come around a corner and bump headfirst. Oh, not headfirst, but you bump right into another group that is kind of like coming around the corner as well. This is a group of 4 individuals dressed in really plain clothing. It's very like it's dark, and there's it's just almost like different shades of black. Like some of it looks like a little bit like when washed repeatedly and the black kind of fades, it becomes just like a lighter shades of black. It's almost like different shades of black like that in their clothing.
Cool.
But it is a fire genasi that runs into you. An individual like
sorry, man,
bangs
my
into you.
bad.
Watch where you're going. She kind of takes a step back. You see this like short hair that the tips almost like look like they're smoldering. Like it's just black hair and the tips of her hair look smoldering red. You can almost swear you see like the heat kind of coming off of her itself. But for whatever reason, her clothes don't look burned or charred at all. But she like bumps into you, and she kind of, not that she necessarily shoves you back, but she just is kind of like puts her hands up in a like, whoa, watch where you are going. And she's like, there are 2 other women with her and 1 guy, all dressed in the same kind of clothing, and they kind of just like do this weird like movement off to the side to like watch you guys as you walk past.
I'll look back at him as
She mutters something to herself in Draconic. Those of you who speak Draconic.
What
does she say?
Yeah, what does she say?
Filthy dirt. Getting in the way.
Impish flame, I say in Draconic.
She turns her head to you.
start a street fight.
Oh no!
You're like,
crack a bottle.
Like,
no.
You take the bottle that was in Galil's jacket pocket.
Hell no! Somebody's gonna get stabbed by an arrow.
Told takes out a switchblade.
For some reason, everybody starts going like this. Just starts snapping of the fingers.
Boy, if
Just
I had
like-
Eloquence Trident right now, it'd be really appropriate.
Kill the man.
There is a moment whenever they kind of like that little face off where she hears you say that, and she takes a step forward. Do you know who I am? Do you know who we are?
I do apologize. I'm not certain if the dialects have lined up quite well.
Arjun, what were you gonna say?
He was just going to produce 10 gold and kind of just offer it almost like in a sly handshake with just a little bit of the shine showing of the coins in his palm. Just, we're mighty sorry. We're just trying to herd back our drunk friends. We didn't mean anything by it. Please enjoy the rest of your evening on us.
And with that, I try to just Iskra and Sonder and just kind of push them. Keep going.
Cool it, spicy mama in Draconic.
Come on, as I'm like, come on.
The water genasi says this to the fire genasi.
Yeah, basically.
Wow, it's a D&D joke where
Oh,
Genasi
no.
walks into a bar.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Arjun.
Cancel that by
Natural
Sander's
20.
comment. Strict roll.
What was that?
Natural 20 for a total of 29.
Nice.
Damn.
And she folded
She
like
hands the
origami.
gold back to me.
The woman like she doesn't. It's almost like you have to grab her hand in order to give it to her because she doesn't reach for it. So her eyes are like deadlocked on like all of the people who have just sassed her, and then she like holds onto your hand and grips it as Saunders says his little line, and you swear that you can feel the heat radiating off of it to the part of like almost being painful. It's just hot. She looks down at her hand and looks over at Sonder.
I'm already trying to like keep
And
us
then-
going past
and
it.
then Renat, and they don't move. You guys just keep moving. Sonder, make a perception check with disadvantage.
I'm just gonna grab Renan by the hands. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Oh man. That was
You
supposed to be an 18.
drunkies.
It became a 2.
Oh,
So that's
no.
a 10 total.
A 10 total?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oop.
Okay, hold on. I'm sending you a message.
Okay. We're dead.
Notice
the ones you
In-
sassed are dead.
in the fire, it spells out, "I'll meet you out back."
Touch me outside. How about that?
Yeah.
We are outside.
You had recess.
How about that?
Hot stuff you up.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
It's just staring in the mirror at that point. Or is that one thing about Sheriff Snorlax? This town ain't big enough for the one of me.
The woman and her posse just stand there and let you guys continue on your path as you head towards the ship.
We move a little bit,
Fuck.
but
Ah.
I'm gonna stop for. I'm gonna like hold up, kind of like plant my heels and be like, wait. I've seen this move before, and like start checking myself to see if any of my important things or gold have been stolen.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Well, like I said, my hand is kind of consciously always on my bag.
Yeah,
Do I need to make a check as well?
unless you want to.
Fuck
Well,
that. That's my bag of
What did
holding.
they
Fuck
run
it.
into?
That's a
Oh,
19.
19. You check all of your belongings and everything seems to be in place.
Necklaces
Necklace,
and all that
everything.
stuff.
Yep. You just do feel like a dull like throb just from like the impact of you kind of going around the corner so fast and like basically head-on collisioning with her.
You good, Iskra? You got everything? Very quietly, so it's not obvious that we're like accusing her of stealing.
Yeah.
Never mind. That was just me.
Sonder.
Primordial.
Okay.
I'm going to like say to her,
To who?
the lady.
You like shout back at her.
Yeah, you guys, because you guys have moved past it a little bit. And
Oh,
yeah, you're not like
You're
with
drunk.
them
It's
anymore.
fine. Go
That's
for
We
it.
sing a
Okay,
nat
yeah.
20 and 10 gold.
I really want to, but no, it's
What?
okay. It's fine. If we're
They
far
are
away,
still watching you. You kind of turn to look back over your head. You can see that they are watching you guys walk away.
Ooh. And I'll like. We should not let in primordial. We should not let our elemental nature get the best of us. Me included. Excuse us. And I'll turn back around and walk off.
They're still watching us.
Yep.
We're just deliberately going a wrong way.
Okay.
We're gonna take the long route, guys. Whisper. We're taking the long route back to the ship.
My feet hurt.
I'm gonna turn my head so that it can definitely see through the reptile mask and wink, and then do what Kindred suggested.
Oh,
Iskra actually blinked, but she thought she winked. Just-
Perfect.
So we'll take about an extra 5 minutes to kind of
maneuver everything.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and, given that moment, I'll start to sober up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Having already done the weaving back and forth through the city the last night or so, I would have a good idea of how to get back to the ship while kind of leading on a slight
Sure.
roundabout path.
Yeah.
Serpentine Babu.
17!
You guys
17!
start getting to the harbor and make it probably within the next like 20 or so minutes of travel.
On the way back, I would like to make a perception check to see if anybody seems to be following us.
Sure. Make a
By
perception
the
check.
way,
You check up and around different alleyways as you pass by.
19. The first one was a nat 1, so perception advantage did me good here.
No joke.
Had no freaking idea.
You've seen a lot of people that kind of seem to be going the same general direction that you are, and for a minute you kind of just get a little on the alert side, but then as you see that they just keep going or eventually split off, there's a lot of movement in the city today, and everyone seems slightly more alert to each other. All right.
Well,
You get
that
to the
was
harbor. And now at the harbor, you can see that there are 2 Thayan guards that are standing in front of your ship.
Fuck.
who's carrying Soul?
I think. Or didn't one of you pick him?
You were.
Iskra,
Yeah.
but because she refused him.
Yes.
Soul's hanging on like claws.
I like that Isra is about to, set up a rumble, and she's teddy bearing Saul in her arms this entire time.
Iskra try to take Soul, and then just kind of like caressing him like a normal cat and whisper, "Soul, you think you could try to sneak around the guards and get aboard the ship and see if they're safe? And then I'll put you down."
We could take the aquatic route down below.
So I'm going to head over there, but kind of go a little bit sneaking around the corners and stuff to get back.
Make a stealth check.
And are we close enough that the guards can see us like approach and we're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
let's stop and do." Okay, so they see us.
Oh shit.
Okay, so I just kind of push us like, nope, too late.
Oh. It was a really good roll.
They're not like at attention in front of the gate, the boat. They're just one's kind of leaning up on some crates that are on the boardwalk, and then the other one is standing closest to the gangplank. But they're just kind of there.
These are not
okay.
the same guards that were on the dock when we showed up, or is it these are like new, like proper, like
These are
Thayan
new-
elite?
These are, not so much Thayan elite. They're just they are Thayan soldiers. The 2 hobgoblins.
Galil,
So-
if you're still next to me, you hear like a groan before I like straighten up and get to like a proper walking posture.
I'm like, oh god, he's drunk.
We can slow walk it a little while Soul
So what did you roll?
does move ahead.
24.
24.
Yes.
I'm gonna go behind Renan and keep pushing him forward to where my hands are like on his waist below his wings.
Okay.
Come on.
Suck the alcohol back into myself.
Absorb it, you mean?
Drunk.
Reabsorb it.
I don't know about that.
All right, so
You kinda smell it, sorry.
As you guys are walking, Soul, you manage to kind of like walk along the boardwalk enough to get close to them, and you see one of the guards kind of turns to you a little bit. "Hello, little kitty," as he like looks at the group that is walking towards you guys, as there is no way to like get around him or get past him without like being in front of him.
I'm gonna do that thing where it looks like I'm giving the leg some loving by like, rubbing against it, but I'm actually marking in my territory.
Okay.
That's what cats do. Just FYI, if you think
Yeah.
they're being all lovey to you, they're actually marking you.
Like, this is mine now.
Yep.
You do that on his like leg, and he doesn't quite like, kind of like just gently nudges you off to the side, just like kind of gently pushes you.
Okay, and then I'll move
But-
past him and walk onto the ship.
Start humping him. Do it. Distraction.
Can't still. Okay, whatever.
Oh, yeah, they don't.
As you guys are coming up and approaching, you can see him kind of just like nod in your general direction. Like, in Thayan, he's just like, "Are you the owners of this vessel?"
Yes, is there a problem? And Thayan.
We were told to be here on guard for in case there are people who come to your event.
Oh, you
It's
must
part of the
be
festival.
for the marvelous this, and I just my whole demeanor changes, and I go like real flamboyant. For a marvelous time, give us a moment. We can change and show you why.
There is no need. We have been instructed to stay on the docks. We're just to make sure that the public is safe while on your barge.
Stintras, Splendoris Squad, the stupefaction.
That, all of that.
Well, he was speaking in Thayan to
Oops.
Kindred
Okay,
until you
that
said it
didn't
in
happen.
common, then he just turns to you and is like, yes.
Okay.
I'm sure with my demeanor, Sonder gets what I'm going at.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Welcome.
They
Looking at the-
stand over off to the side and allow you to pass onto the ship. But
As we're passing to get onto the ship, what a shame that you won't be able to join us on board. She will insist that we do not bite, but I will only promise that I won't bite much. And I keep walking.
I don't say anything and just let you pass. It's like, huh? But you guys passing.
Who stands a
Clenches
little
a little
straighter?
bit.
Huh?
Sure.
Clenches a little bit.
Yeah, basically.
Yes,
You guys get on the ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Soul's gonna kind of meow the words, but not.
It says it as a cat. I swear Jin goes, hello!
I heard it. I've heard
You've
it.
heard her? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are you guys doing once you're on the ship?
As we get down onto the deck, Banan, go down.
I'll say that after hearing Kindred say that, because I don't think I would have remembered until Kindred
To
said
be like,
that.
oh my gosh, where am I?
What is happening?
And,
The last thing you
when
wanna
he
do
says
is the
it,
fun house.
I remember, and like my face just sinks. Like,
Come
Is
here, and
the
banana.
worst.
Come here.
I'm gonna go look for Fanch and the boys and Granny. How have they been? How's their day?
Whenever you go to the first level, you see there a very nervous looking Fanch with a sword pointed at you. Just like,
What's wrong?
what's the secret password?
Moon juice.
Was that the secret password?
Oh my gosh, you didn't even remember it and you're making me recite it?
Listen, all I know is that every time someone comes on board the ship, you're just act very authoritative and you ask them questions like, what's the secret password? Or prove that it's you. And ever
Walking
since,
past Kindred.
like, for the last couple of hours, there's been those guards that are there on the boardwalk, and it makes me hella nervous.
as I'm walking shimmying past Kindred, I look at Fanch. Kindred is a cur. That is the password you will get from me. And I keep walking.
Sounds fair enough.
Kingdom is like, and I'm just like, you did good. You're learning.
Wait, so you're sure that all of you are, all of you?
I had to wrangle this herd of cats, and they were drunk most of the way back here.
Only
It's
two
them.
of us.
Wait, you guys got toasted without me?
I hand
Not
her the
all of
bottle of
us.
whiskey. Like
I
over
point
her
to
shoulder,
Khalil.
I reach over.
He
and
brought you a
get the
bottle.
whiskey.
Oh my god. So I'm assuming then whatever
Huh?
you guys did out there was a success.
Oh, well.
Well, I mean, we
Go
got
like
these
this.
two back. And I point it to Ardrin and
Soul does that too.
She puts the sword back in its like scabbard.
Gather the
Arthur kind of just
intel.
rubs his forehead and kind of just walks back to the galley where he left the bag.
Okay. Well, now
Yeah,
that
did you ever give Granny her meats?
Ooh, we were kind of in the middle of trying to rescue a dead man, so
I
we
mean,
kind of just left
very-
the bag and went to
very-
go do that.
Very good reason, but did you get him? Can I go grab him?
Yeah,
He's
didn't
left.
someone
He's
buy
walked away.
Soul
He's
like
gonna
a
go deal with it
necklace
now.
or something?
Soul's
Well,
like,
yeah,
give me my loot! Give me my loot!
Play necklace, those beads.
Yeah.
I already got it
their
back from
anal
you.
beads.
Did I
Alright.
get a hookah? I don't think I
No, you remember you were looking for it, but you didn't see it.
Yeah. I bought a jacket.
did. Oh, it's a nice jacket.
And this is a recent realization. Did North die with the sword I gave him?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
No.
Yep, the plus one
Frostbrand?
scimitar and Frostbrand.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
You're the one who gave him it.
Mhm.
I know.
Damn it.
That's all you.
I know.
Damn it.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Now that
Gonna
you're
go
on
get
ship.
the package of meats and surprise Granny.
There would
Package
also be some
received.
smokes
She
in
is
there.
extremely ecstatic as Granny can be.
I just kind of, don't bite my head. No.
Not that kind of ecstatic, but
I know.
it's more of the, wow, this is all for me. Thanks.
Well, you did beat my ass in cards the other night, so you've earned it. In more ways than one by putting up with all of our shenanigans.
all right. What do you want?
Nothing. This is sincere. And I'll go hug her. And yeah, it's weird for me, but yeah, I hug her. And then, y'all been good? No vanguards come aboard or
They said they haven't come aboard. They just stayed up there on the boardwalk and just kind of been skulking
Fine,
out there in the heat. Kind of almost feel bad for them if I didn't know that they were psychotic maniacs.
well, I don't know. The others. What are the others doing? Have they what are y'all doing? Was it kind of like listen for y'all? Did y'all scatter to the winds?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna sit down in the front
Galley.
I'm
room.
with Sonder.
Yes.
I'm going back upstairs after having gone inside to put the drinks somewhere reasonably not 110 degrees.
Okay. Well, there was we went and watched the races to try to blend in and keep a low profile, Granny.
Oh, that sounds fun. How did that go?
We won some money. We placed some bets. Our worst fears were realized about North. And I looked to everybody. I don't want to stay here longer. I'd rather just skirts on some tiny little town and take our chances. I really don't want to stay here much longer. I feel, and then out of habit because of me, recast non-detection. The fact that they have North, the fact that they can pry, and now that the populace is just actively looking for us to slip up to possibly get some gold on us, I don't like this.
That's not up for me to decide. It sounds like you got to talk to your friends.
Oh, y'all kind of sat around the area too, right? I thought y'all went Iskra.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting in the front of the ship. So
Leo, what are you doing?
Kitchen.
Yeah.
Trying to hide my bottle.
From kitchen.
Okay.
well,
I guess Arjun would have made it back to Kindred then because he would have handed in the bag of goodies.
The kitchen has a refrigerator, right? Or something like it.
Bag of colding.
Um,
Ish.
Not
That's already full
really.
of leftovers from Iskra.
I thought you said it had something that kept things chilled.
chilled,
cold
yes. Not necessarily like cold, but at least from spoiling faster.
We need
Well,
black
that's-
ice to do that.
Plenty enough for me to put elven,
Black ice? Oh
somewhat
god,
elven
Conan
wine.
That's what I
spills
heard.
over. That's great. Conan spills over once again.
So I
Oh,
would have been
no.
going to the kitchen first as well.
well, it's difficult, right? Because a Luhorn and the other one, illusion magic. And what did we say when we first got here? We used smoke and mirrors, right? They might want to come and see what this is all about.
True. I didn't think about that. It's like going to see a bunch of children's paintings on the walls. You are an artist, just to appreciate the smaller things in illusion. We
Now,
don't-
as far as I know, when Aliquin and I were captured, we never met Luhorn. You stopped us from getting taken to him. But do you have any personal experience with the guy? If we ran into him, would he recognize you?
And I come back
Luckily-
Imagine
Go ahead.
some of us.
after hearing that. The only ones here, I'm just gonna say the only ones here you would recognize would be me and Saunders.
A clean slate.
Since
Luckily.
yeah, Kindred got a clean slate.
By being hobgoblin during
Mhm.
this time.
Mm-hmm.
Building off of that, do we know that that was actually north and not some fanciful imagining?
Well, even if it was or wasn't, I wasn't going to verify in public. And would it have mattered if it was or wasn't? They made their point,
Well,
obviously.
what I mean is, if I was some fancy schmancy master of illusion and I was trying to bait some people,
Right.
Make us nervous. Make someone make a move.
I can't even say the words. I just look at Galil. He did it already.
My emotions are really
I would-
exaggerated.
Done this before. Yeah.
I want to remind you all the other night I did send some undead here.
I mean, weren't they? Wouldn't that kind of just permeate
Glitch.
everything?
Yeah, but it's still a possibility.
Maybe. Hey. If there are undead, it would be what? Maybe 3 liches and then north if he is undead. Who knows what other beings are living in this city?
An army.
A lot of fiends. Yeah, all those imps.
Mhm.
Well, it's dangerous, but if we're looking for the graveyard, and there's 3 liches here,
We do need to gain intel.
That note, Soul had changed back to normal Soul.
Yeah.
I did notice some symbols, some thieves' cant symbols.
Oh yeah. Double take this one, right? And I'll minor illusion, and it appears from the best that I can remember, even though I tried to like really clock it.
Yeah, that is pretty close. That means safe. As well as the tavern that we were in, as well, had a marking outside of it.
It meant safe.
Yeah, very fortunate to have chosen that location.
Good.
Now-
Maybe-
This is safe for in terms of thieves' cant. I don't know how far that canopy covers.
and depending on how they feel about they might want to just make a buck on us.
It's our money against if the Thayans are using them as well.
You heard them. They just pretty much rallied the whole city after us. Anyone that has any ideas or inkling. I mean, who's just to say that Fire Lady, just because she was pissed off, doesn't go say something to some guard?
Right. The whole witch salem.
Mm-hmm. And looking at glancing from Iskra to Galil and to Renan. So I heard a voice a few days ago. I told some of y'all about it. I mean, at this point, what do we have to lose if I try to reach out to that again?
What voice?
Well, I'm not sure. I can't quite. It's familiar, but it's not. It's fuzzy. But this voice sounded like someone reaching out to me. Someone who knows where to find the things that we're looking for, and wants to help us find the thing that we're looking for.
That sounds scary.
It does, which is why I told these three about it immediately.
This was
Sounds
before.
far too convenient.
I know, which is why.
This was before everything that happened with North, right?
Yes.
So there's no way that they would have known that we are here if it's somebody trying to trick us.
What do you have that look, Galil?
I too heard someone.
What did you hear?
Someone who knows my fate.
What? Did you lick me? What?
Cannot say it, can you?
I slap him.
Snap out of it.
It won't let me.
Wait, what do you mean it won't? Like it? I immediately thinking of the Neji's clan, the monks. I go.
Okay. Yeah,
I want to like pull your jaw down, look at your tongue. Is it? Do they mark you?
No, not that. Not
Oh.
that. Ah.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
can write it down. Here. Try
You
it.
hand me a quill?
Yeah.
You just see my hand shaking all of a sudden, and it goes. Zzz. And it drops the quill on the ground.
Fuck.
Apparently not.
Ooh,
There
did
are
somebody put a curse
certain-
on you?
It's not a. Well, kind of.
Well,
There are certain visions that are given by greater powers that they will not let you speak of to another.
Apparently, I can't. But yeah.
Well, one piece of information would be to simply state, hopefully they cannot pierce into his mind in his current state, but at the very least, he is presently undead, but he cannot speak.
can't the body choose not to say stuff
Against magic?
Especially if it is against.
The way
The
the
ones who
spell
murdered
works, because I have had to deal with this spell firsthand. You cannot lie, but you can. There's wiggle
Hey.
room. You can't flat out lie, but you can be selective in what you choose to say to divulge the truth.
As dead?
Yes.
But on a particular note, speak with dead does not work on something that does not have a mouth to speak it.
True.
You don't need a mouth to speak the things that they can do. They just need.
Do you?
And I mean, if anything, they could always reanimate a head.
If that was upright and walking around, that might be a new servant, if that ain't just an illusion. A servant can talk one way or another, whether they want to or not, which was the whole point of why I wanted to destroy the corpse if we couldn't save them. But again, I keep wondering about the whole illusory aspect that might be in play.
Very much so. He did that to us, and Higug's stubbornness got us all caught. Can't blame him, though. His heart was
So
in a good
what-
place.
What exactly is the history with this individual?
We ran into Luhorn when the Thayans first took over overnight, and Luhorn was in charge of this little city,
Yartar.
Yartar. Pigug was with us at the time, and he trying to tell him no is impossible, and we ended up in a sudden occurrence of events left a ally behind. He made us go back for the ally, and once we went back to the ally, we fell right into Luhorn's trap. And when I say trap, I picture you in the middle of a town hall, but come to find out you're the only ones literally there in the town hall, surrounded by nothing but illusions.
My heart stopped when they mentioned Luhorn. Perhaps
He very much upplays in theatrics, and he planned for it. We were way outnumbered, outpowered.
he could have created this whole spectacle. The races. Everyone that was around us.
He did have Calicia back then.
Yeah.
He ain't got her now.
He has this.
That's good.
You said there was a person alongside the Luhorn.
Elenia.
Who is she?
Make a history check.
Advantage, because it's more Verity.
Sure.
Okay.
Would these be names I would have heard in the course of the underground shenanigans?
Yeah, Ilenia maybe.
So,
Should I roll for that, or
Sure, if you want.
12 or 13.
And Kindred, by any chance,
14?
do you remember what that voice sounded like?
It fades in and out. I wouldn't be able to replicate it with a spell. It's too fuzzy for me to do. History, I got a 22.
22.
17.
Can I try remaking it with minor illusion?
We're making what?
Small replicant of the voice, because it's able to do a small auditory.
Yeah.
If you create a sound, its volume can range from a whisper to a scream.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Aye.
Arjun, what did you roll?
14.
So 14.
Okay.
My Arcana's +1.
Nice. I would say it's a close, it's similar enough.
I want to try playing it near Kindred.
Arjun, the name Luhorn you don't know, but Ilenia, the three of you do know, maybe in varying degrees. Ilenia you have heard, as most of the underground is aware of the names of the Circle of 8.
Just
They
see, she is Circle, Luhorn is not.
Correct. Well, at least you know for sure she is one of the
Okay.
Circle of 8. And Sonder and Kindred, you both know Ilenia also from Verity's time with you guys and explaining who the Circle was. Ilenia is a elven woman who is the one who is the Circle of 8 for illusion.
Oh.
Um,
She's the illusion queen.
basically.
Oh, and Luhorn's under.
She
Mhm.
she knows specifically of, Verity knew specifically of Ilenia, because Ilenia is is the one responsible for making the trinkets that allow the liches to appear as ordinary people despite their undead nature.
Mm.
If you remember with Verity's old master
Dagger.
well, it was like a necklace, remember? The dagger was another object, but the necklace was what allowed God, I don't even remember her name anymore. But it
It's like
allowed
an
her
N
master
name.
to keep the appearance of being whole and not undead.
So I am wondering about something. If it is true that is north that we saw, do you think they have a way to take his memory and to see what what he knows about the rest of us?
Very much.
Yes.
Certainly.
Well, safe.
But Kindred, you said that North was like blown to ashes.
Just because they don't have a body doesn't mean they can't harness a soul.
But the body was there.
Was, at least before I got booted out of the scry.
No, the
When we
body
got
was there
there,
next
there
to
wasn't.
Luhorn. And
Wait,
When
what?
you remember specifically, there was nothing there, Ardrin. Whenever you and
When we
there
got there,
wasn't-
there was no trace of a body.
so then this may have been an illusion. The body that we had seen, that they displayed, a trap, like Soul had said.
Or what is it possible that they have already taken the body by
It is-
that time?
Very possible.
I don't know.
But
Well, if we
Just-
operate under the worst case scenario, what do we do next?
They're
I mean-
suspicious. Maybe best to lay low or to leave.
it might be wise and I know I'm always the first to suggest we run, but maybe we just kind of cut our losses for now and poke around elsewhere and try again. We've already riled this place up, and I just with two of the hands, circle of 8 here, we don't even know how to shut them down for good. Even if we manage to kill them, it's gonna be in vain eventually.
Right.
Yes, but I do not suggest that we try to leave this city just yet.
We'll stay another day. Till
Must,
the
and
races
we
are
must
almost
allow
over.
for word to spread of our show. We have to save face before we leave, or they will know that this was a trick as well.
Right.
Or what if we run with our tails between our legs? I spoke with the guy who took our bets. They bet on every day of the race, right?
yeah.
I think so.
Well, what if, as a group, collective, we place a huge bet, we lose it all, and have to go home with our tails between our legs, and just we busted.
I still do not think that leaving tonight is a wise choice.
No.
Yeah,
If we
no.
do this, we could stay the night, go tomorrow, pretend to place bets, lose it all, and that gives us a legit reason to go home.
What if we win?
Well, the guards up there aren't gonna know whether we lost or won as long as we act the part.
Sure, the word will get around. Maybe if we do win, if that is the case, then
Would we know
we
how
can
many days will be
retire.
left?
How many
3.
days? What?
How many total days?
There's
Or
4
left?
days of
3
racing.
days left. Then tomorrow
oh,
is the second race. The third, Ogan had told you guys. Tomorrow's the second race. The third day is a feast, and like carnival kind of thing, celebration. And then the last day is the last. It's like gives the creatures time to rest for the last race.
We need to make sure that Ogun is aware and on our side. He's not swayed to say something.
That's another thing that I'd rather not leave open-ended as well. As I'm gonna go see if I can check in on him once we figure out a plan.
One other angle I seem to recall is that Fanch may have had an in with somebody that her husband used to deal with. Was that this town or is that somewhere else?
Farther north.
Northwest.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Which
And we could also see if we find anyone within the Thieves Guild and maybe just see if there's anything we could learn without also revealing ourselves.
The city of
Um,
Nethjet.
I've also been working on something. Let me get your opinion on it. And he's gonna do some of his furbog magic, and he's going to disguise himself. He's gonna shrink and appear human, so it almost looks like a smaller version of him, like his face, but human and human height, but with the same clothing like style that he's currently wearing.
Yeah.
You're just yassified.
Yeah.
Didn't even need to find a trimmer.
I'm gonna go like over his head to see if it's like disguise self or it's like a
Just karate chop him in the chin.
Yeah. So. Oh.
It's just guy's
Wait.
self.
Yeah. It's this guy's self.
It looks legit. We just have to make sure that you don't,
Yeah. So changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up to physical inspection.
which is why I went over your head.
Yeah.
As
Or
long
try
as somebody
to.
doesn't do something above your head, you should be fine.
Yeah. So it says, if you use the spell to add a hat to your outfit, objects pass through the hat, and anyone who touches it would feel nothing or would feel your head and hair.
Yeah, so it just changes the look, but not your actual physical form.
If
So
you
make
use
your
the
head
spell
bad.
Giving
to
yourself
appear,
a hat.
if you use the spell to appear thinner than you were, the hand of someone who reaches out to touch you would bump into you.
Yep.
Okay. But this spell only lasts for
An hour.
a short while. Correct. It seems like it's only for an hour.
It'd be good in a dire situation.
I thought that maybe if we try to look for the Thieves Guild, that I should, if I'm not going to be in cat form, I could do this for a short while.
Aaron, can I make a history check? Or however you would see it. While we were out and about today, did I happen to see any other furbolgs? Fearbolgs? Cow people? Moomers?
Moomers.
How are we not calling them cowpokes?
Make a history. Yeah,
Doja
go ahead.
cats?
Make a history. Doja
Oh!
How many Doja cats do we see?
I'm a cow.
The one time I wanted to not be a one.
Oh no.
It's you didn't see any furbolgs specifically, but you did see plenty of a variety of races. This is definitely not a like, oh, there's
Yeah.
a large human only populace here. There is it is definitely a melting pot city.
Well, Soul, I don't remember seeing furbolgs specifically, but I would take a gander to say it's safe for you to be as you are. I mean, look at Olgan, and then look at.
There were lizard
was it?
folk. There's
I know, what was that
hobgoblins,
lizards?
There's
There's a dwarf.
You've seen
that fire
bugbears,
genasi.
dwarves. Yeah.
I mean,
A drow.
you're not.
Or genasi.
I don't think they're gonna come after you with the pitchforks like they did the other times.
The other times was scary though.
Galil?
Which is, I understand.
Did my minor illusion voice trick work, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Fuck. Yeah.
30 minutes later.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for y'all to finish.
sorry.
What was the voice trick?
It's been loading this whole time.
It finally converted and it is now playing. Converted. the
LimeWire.
file. Yep.
Oh,
But yes, you heard the voice.
Does it sound like the voice that I heard?
Close.
It's
It's different. It's there's a spark of familiarity to it though. It's the same nagging familiarness that unplaceable, but it does sound right. And I guess if you're playing it out loud for everybody else, roll perception checks, all of you.
Ooh.
Oh shit! We including me or?
Oh, that's not right.
Well,
Nah.
you've already heard this voice in your head.
Yeah.
I would say you and Kindred have already.
So then I'll do the same. I'll try to replicate the one that I heard.
Using minor
You
illusion.
said perception?
Yeah,
Yeah.
either that or prestidigitation.
Yeah, I would say minor illusion would probably be more along the lines of allowing you to do a closer sound. Prestidigitation, I think, is more for like noises.
Everything.
Got an
A
11.
voice is a noise. No.
Hell, yours is.
11, you said? Soul? Sonder?
14.
14. Yes, Arjun?
13,
8.
sorry. 13.
8. Renan?
So I don't get advantage because it's not visual, right?
Correct. It's a auditory.
L21.
21?
Yes.
I get +8.
Nice. Renan, it does of the 4 of you, the other 3 probably it doesn't sound as familiar. It's a woman. It does sound like it's a woman's voice, but it just sounds distorted in a way that like makes it hard to recognize. What are you having it say, Galil? Or
Just like a phrase that she said, I can change fate.
oh, to change your fate. Okay.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I hear.
You gotta have fate.
No,
fate.
I was thinking of like Brave. If you change your fate, would you?
Oh no!
Oh, never saw that.
Renan. It sounds.
That's a pretty bold assertion.
It sounds familiar. Kind of.
Brunan?
Iskra, did you roll also?
Yes, I
But
got a
it
13.
sounds familiar to
13.
me.
Yeah.
Same. Roll buddies.
And I say that as the character
Oh, okay.
when I hear this demonstration.
Oh, you say that you hear you say that as Iskra. Is what you mean?
Yeah. So when Galil says,
The change your fate. Oh.
yeah, I
Then
go,
your reply to that was it's a pretty
yeah.
bold assertion. Yeah, Renan.
I
It
think
sounds,
everyone else got that, but the DM.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I'm confused. It does. You can't place who it is, but you know it does sound like someone that you know, or whatever.
So I
reason.
can't make a history check on the back end.
Wait, Iskra, say something again? That sounds oddly familiar.
Something again.
It sounds different now. But anyway, I heard the voice. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, I'm kind of for this bet it, lose it all. Let's head further north and get out of here planned. It seems legit, not too suspicious.
So why don't we also say that if something were to happen and if we get separated, shall we all go meet at that tavern again?
Defu. Yeah.
I do need to go buy a map though and update our maps
I think I got it.
of the surrounding towns
Yeah.
We
here.
have Granny. She's good.
I'm
We're working on maps that
of
don't
Thay?
have all
Yeah,
the. Yeah,
She doesn't have
But-
that.
They don't have what?
She doesn't have maps of the area of Thay.
Oh,
we're
she
making
had,
the
like,
map as we
some.
go.
Yeah,
She has like. The
it's like
major city.
Skyrim.
She's got major. Yeah, it's like Skyrim. She's got major cities, but nothing of the in-betweens.
Mm-hmm. And all the
Besides, that way
intel's
we can
better
make the
than
map
nothing.
how we see it. That way we're like, oh, stinky Thay. Like this
Yeah, no, I'm
stupid,
gonna go buy
wet,
one.
dank
Poop emoji.
air.
I'm gonna go buy
that
one.
town right there.
Okay, but while I'm thinking
star.
about it, before we leave, so I didn't realize how much this was gonna inhibit y'all. But okay, if you hear the word, I don't know, Aaron, what's yes and they? You have something loaded?
See.
Yeah, yes. You have to say that. That means
See.
yes and they.
Just see.
C.
C-I.
C.
CI.
Oh, I don't know. What is yes in oh my god. Farsi.
Yes, ballet. Yeah, are. You can say ballet or you can say are. You can say chashm if you're going to be like really military about it.
Chash.
So alright.
Chashm.
Chash.
All
Cash
right.
money.
Not,
give it a
not
militaristic-
cash money. Oh my god, I hate you.
So,
all.
all right.
Ballet.
All right.
Are means yes.
Alright. Okay.
No. You,
Oh my god, do not turn into Hermione Granger, please.
it's
And with that, I'm gonna leave. Actually,
no. Okay, so
by
that's
any
yes.
chance, can you cast the bond thing?
I will after you get this presentation. No me. The word for no.
And with that, silence.
Okay.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Okay, I still say it. I look at the others. The word for no is darte.
Dorothy.
I looked at the word
Dorta.
dart on my D&D Beyond.
I am
Perfect.
done with you.
Hey, it
Okay.
worked.
and then
So you at least have a basic understanding of yes and no. Just don't
You
go
could
saying it
also-
a lot to people.
I mean, yeah, you could give them a couple of phrase words to memorize so that they know.
I'm
basic
saving
things.
this as a note. Thayan for dummies.
How do you say?
I
do you
should
say
actually.
How do you say kill? How do you say stop? And how do you say look?
RA for yes. Darte. Darte.
Just write yes. You know how to say yes, no. Don't make it complicated.
D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan. Yes, no, stop. What else do you want
Which way to Berlin?
to Berlin? Kill?
Stop is Luft.
Okay.
Just things
there's
that
four.
if they in.
And then
Stop is
Dracarys means
lift?
no mercy.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So stop is the lift.
Luft.
Luft.
Like Luftballons.
God damn it.
As you
I hate
as you
everything.
say that, I look to you and I say, you know, ironically, I used to know someone on my homeworld named Dracarys, but that is not what they meant.
What is the car? Why can't I say this word?
Dracarys.
Dracarys. Sorry.
Oh my god.
The old
Anyway.
draconic. So yeah, I give y'all basic key phrases of Thay.
They in phrases.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're doing what again? Why are you going back out?
I'm just gonna go buy some maps to update our own. That's it.
Can you get?
I'm coming back afterwards. I'm not buying anything else because that'll be too much.
Can I go?
Unless
with
if
you,
we
or is
actually
this-
do need it.
Can I go with you, or is this one of those Khalil things?
If you
No,
I
I,
am the
I suggest
cartographer
someone
in
else
this group.
come with me as well.
Someone else besides me.
I assume you would rather it be someone without wings that draw attention?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave Oreo here too, just in case.
I've
I mean,
already
I
started
can go. I know the
casting
city
as
well enough
ritual.
at this point.
I'm
Same.
still incognito.
It's-
Has Iskra not purged herself of the alcohol yet?
I'm just letting it go naturally.
Okay, so we're still a little.
Woo! So yeah, I've already started casting ritually Rary's telepathic bond. This time, Fanch, you went in on this. It lasts an hour. We'll all be in your head.
she, like, where she was leaning up against the wall, just listening to the discourse, suddenly, like, stands up. I'm sorry. What? You're gonna be in my head?
Someone explain it to her. I can't stop casting.
You'll be able to hear us in your head and talk to us as well.
I'm pretty sure that I've had nightmares about this exact scenario. But
Too bad, she's in.
As long as you can't, like, see what I'm thinking, probably.
No.
I can't see
By
what
this
you're
time, I've
thinking.
already
Good.
There are some
I've
of
already
you that
come
I
up to
don't
her,
Oh, okay, this is happening now.
and I just like touch her forehead. I'm like, too late, you didn't say no, and I keep going to the next person as I finish the
Simba.
cast.
Simba. Yeah.
Remember.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Ooh, you are.
So
All right.
we're linked. So you two be safe. And by the way, as I kind of twirl the Galil's cloak of protection he gave me, really appreciate this, but a drawback is I don't have a spice murmur.
Same. But I choose that.
I
That
message you.
might
I
be the
choose this too.
safest way to go for now.
Yeah. Just hold on to it for now.
Oh, I will. It's in my bag. But hurry up. You have an hour. Be
Aye,
safe.
aye, aye.
Be careful. Yeah, I'll be in my room.
Before you walk off, Kindred, do you
Mhm.
think it would be possible to make a sigil of some sort to be able to produce the effects of the telepathic bond? So it wouldn't be another magic item that you would have to hold on to, but just runes.
As
Not
in,
to
like,
mention, nobody could steal it.
Would all be subject to this.
what do you think I just did?
Oh,
Bless you.
Excuse me.
What?
Sorry.
You're good.
He knew because of the bond.
Yeah, uh-huh. All right. What's happening?
I'm confused by.
Arjun and I are leaving the boat to go get maps.
Okay.
I'll think on this, and I'll let you know what I come up with. Isker, can I get your help on something?
Yeah, you got it.
I will link arms and lead you to my room if you let me.
Absolutely.
Renan and
He's gonna
Sol,
flip
what are
you
doing?
in
WWE!
RKO.
Renan, Sol, what
Lake
are you
carbs
doing?
right before the pile driver.
At the end of an hour, gonna revert back to my normal Furbolg self. But I think I'm just gonna hang out here in this room for a while.
Okay.
I am going to go up to the top deck, find the most shaded area that I can chop on top deck, and meditate. Only trying to communicate with Hirsonos through thought, because I don't want anyone to overhear it.
Oh, we hear it because you're linked.
Okay, I meant the people that we don't want to hear it shouldn't
I
be
know.
hearing it.
Sonder.
I'm going to make a sign that says Cinder's Splendor Squad, a good stupefaction,
Okay.
to be able to put on the ship, but just have it ready.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make tea as I do this, and give some to Sol if you'll take it.
Oh, absolutely.
As you are doing kind of like the doodles for the sign, your mind travels as you draw. You're just kind of like in your element as you were doing this.
Mhm.
The alcohol is not leaving your system a bit. And there's something about whenever you're doing some of the calligraphy and the designs on the outer edges, it traces in a pattern and it's like almost absent-mindedly, you're kind of almost doodle a little bit. 5 points. And your mind's like, why have I seen like this design before? And your mind goes back to a brief flash of an image when you had the altercation with the women's before. With the women's. With the
Like
woman.
what?
With the woman and her entourage earlier.
Hashtag gay panic.
The brief moment when she had moved, that you had seen her tunic kind of just part just enough to see that there was a necklace and a medallion hanging beneath it. And you had just seen like the top part of it, just enough. God, why is it familiar? You kind of keep doodling a little bit more, going, and your mind just doesn't let that image go.
Nice.
5 points.
5 stars, 5 eyes, 5 heads.
5 heads. And your mind snaps. Your eyes dart open. You can see clearly the steel plate armor.
Tiamat.
The helmeted head. That voice inside your mind replays. Oh, Sounder. And you feel that chill down your spine. You know where you have seen that symbol before. That woman carried that symbol. Her attitude, that self-important attitude, there's something to her. Kindred, you lead Iskra into your room. What are you guys doing?
Oh, I can't concentrate now. Oh, Sonder, what are you doing? Can I help you?
That's great. Great.
I'm going to like stop and
This is
I'll-
after you doodle for a while.
yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. No, I mean this is while he was doodling. Go ahead. What were you gonna-
Once I
what were you
like realize it, I'm gonna look at Soul. 5 dragon heads. Come, I'm gonna pick up Soul, and then I'll like take him with me to.
He is in Furbo
Those are
form.
Furbo.
Oh,
Well,
I'll grab his head.
This just became
He
very
just picks him
impressive.
up. It's fine. All of a sudden, you've got the strength
Well,
of 10
because I'm
men.
like in human
Oh yeah.
illusion of Furbog form. So okay. Well, okay then. Follow
So-
Thunder.
Yeah, I remember the fire genasi that we bumped
Yes.
into. Her in
She
her black.
was a little scary. I was worried there for a bit.
She is a. I'm sure of it. She is one of the children of Tiamat.
Does that mean like that time we fought the ice dragon?
Yes. Come. And I'll grab your arm. Or your hand. And then I'll, like, take us out to Kindred's room, if he's there.
Okay. Kendrick,
Well-
what are you guys doing?
How long did he's been like doodling and like before it snapped?
This will probably be, we'll give him like 20, 30 minutes.
Perfect. So my secret errand is here, Iskra. Looks weird. Just trust me on this. Eat this, and I pull out a little. Where's it at? A hue leaf, and it's an antitoxin for curing hangovers. Just chew on this; it'll help you recover faster. Because I need your help. It's I have a surprise for the winged one up there. Don't tell him yet. But his circlet is ready, but I didn't let him know that. I want to surprise him with it. And especially now, it might come in handy. And I will cast sending to Beryl to see if she has it, if I can send before I send the elemental to her. So,
Okay.
hi, Beryl. Carp said you have the circlet ready. Can I send Kindred FedEx to retrieve it? Hopes all's well.
A moment passes, and then it's just like, "Hi, Kindred. It's Beryl. It's so good to hear from you again. Yes, the circlet is ready. Vice did some pretty okay work, but I made sure it was masterfully done."
Okay. Good news. She says it's ready, so I'm gonna. Anything you want to send back to Beryl? I know that didn't have too much an effect on you, right? You're not that sober?
Ooh,
It's
I think I'm writing on your vibes. This group.
She was Kindred was asking you.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh,
Wow, that thing hit her hard.
I like zone out for a minute. Then, yeah.
I didn't think it was that strong.
I feel pretty good. There's kind of a tingle for a minute, and yeah.
Okay. Just make sure he doesn't bust up in here or like fly through by the porthole or I don't know. He's always nosy. But did you want to send anything back to Beryl or to a Tet? Maybe a note? Wink, wink.
You know, I sent a Tet something a while ago, and I'm
And?
sure she's busy. There's no reason for me to say anything again
There's
until
plenty of reason just to say hi and that
I
you're
don't want
glad
to be pushy. I mean,
you pushy. I mean, don't tell the Ted I said this, but it's not like she can come visit you. She can't go anywhere. I mean, she likes you. I mean, I helped create the Ted. I would kind of know when she's happy, if that makes sense. You make her happy. She likes hearing from you. But I'm not going to push you.
I don't want to lie to her either, and I can't necessarily say that everything is going great, right?
Sometimes it's just hearing from someone. It takes me about 5 minutes to cast the spell, so you know, I'll be right over here as I purposely delay the spell. And so, let's see, where's it at? Color Speedy Courier. So it takes. Where's it at? It takes 25 gold. So I get things in order, and then I just count out like 25 pieces of gold, and I just kind of set it on my table and do like one of those like. And as soon as I do that, and the sound finishes, and I turn around, and he's there, and I'm like, oh, faster than I thought. So, and then I just kind of like place a piece of paper, pretty much just says, "Hi, Beryl, it's me. Please send back with care." Change your mind before I close it? I won't push you.
No, it's okay.
I shut it.
It's gone. The little elemental disappears, leaving you with your thoughts. Quiet
And
moment.
And prayers.
Yeah. Thoughts and prayers.
You know, a bodyguard, right? That's what I'm here for.
No, it's more than that.
And the little elemental chest is replaced and it's there.
You want to see? That's funny. Open it slowly to take a look because I'm sure it's going to be like magnificent and shiny beacon because it's Barrel's work.
There in the center is the circlet, ornately done. It's been polished.
One week.
Polished, definitely. There is that. There are 2 health potions in there as well as a bonus.
Right place, right time, and I hand one to you. Bag of holding.
2 potions of health, 1 circlet, and oh god, there was something else I put in there.
Ah.
I
I'll use one of the many dangling strings on my costume with like the little puffball on the end to like tie up the potion and like hang it for now.
Yeah.
I don't think I have pockets really.
There is a note from Vice saying that he has come up with some ideas on Renan's.
Say it.
No, this was a something that Renan had left him. And he was going to experiment with was the dragon's breath thing. That he is near finished with a device that he intends to use the dragon's breath pouch with.
It's an ice box.
You wanted a refrigerator?
We're gonna get the refrigerator!
Maytag.
As the box starts to dissolve and just dissipate, there's a knock on your door.
Wait. Bag of holding. Hello?
Oh man, you're right. He's fast. Like,
Sonder, you're out the door.
Oh, I would like flurry of blows knock on the door.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Just full on Kill Bill. Like, ha! Everything okay? Like,
It's thunder.
Everything okay? Is anyone hurt? What's wrong? Why are you panicked? You're panicking me.
No one's hurt yet.
There is a presence of Tiamat in the city, and we passed by her earlier today. The fire genasi.
And you flirted with her.
How do you know this?
The amulet that she was wearing.
You saw it,
The Tiamat amulet, yes.
and you know for sure.
Yes. I
Do
am
y'all
sure.
remember that time when we fought that other dragon, and in his room was a map with other color dragons?
Right.
1 second. Iskra, would you mind making sure the porthole window's sealed? Saunders shut the door.
no problem. I'm gonna
Hey.
use some of my elemental power and like push some air towards it and see if I can like just close it that way, and then if any air continues to push through it, then I'll go and manually close it.
I just meant pull down the curtain,
That
but
works.
okay.
I'm not making you roll for it. That sounds cool.
He's adding extra like insulation.
Oh wow, thanks. I was wondering what's so cold. But
Yeah, I had a bit of a draft, but I took care of it for you.
so Sonder, you would recognize this amulet, right?
The same one that Callistia wore when we had fought her. And all the other
And
children of Tiamat that we have encountered.
dig in my bag and I pull out this one
Yes.
and I immediately shove it back in. So
I mean, it's not like a huge amulet. It's like that big around.
oh yeah,
like-
but my hands are tiny. No.
Yeah.
Baby hand.
Okay,
The
Borkor.
fresh new.
That woman has... that woman has the capability of telling the Theons, or she has a high just has high regard to them. So if she didn't like us that much, we could be targets. No.
We've certainly got a buffet of enemies on our plate here.
Absolutely. A 5-headed dragon.
So last time there was a dragon, we had help.
A lot of
Yes.
help.
So do you think this is something that we save for another time?
If she is a... If she is a child of Tiamat,
I
she
mean,
may
for
have
dragons.
a dragon. But
As I start digging through my bag again to pull out my journal, keep going. I'm looking. I know it's in here somewhere.
she may have a dragon, but I have the map. I copied it. Hold on. I'll be right back. And I'll go to my room.
Wait, I found it.
Oh.
White silvery moon, green's Baldur's Gate, black sea of falling stars, red smudged my ink, and blue I smudged my ink.
Wait, did you really smudge your ink?
No, I'm guessing you had listed them off and I didn't copy them fast enough, and I meant to go back and ask you, but I never went back to ask you.
Lucia.
Yeah, so those two colors I don't have.
I have them, but I'm not there. So
I think I have them here somewhere.
Well, I telepathically say, guys, we have a dragon in the city.
Possibly.
We have a dragon in the
oh
city.
yeah, I forgot.
I have
Fun.
them. Red, Neverwinter. Green, Forest of Worms. Black, Dragonmere. Blue, Kalimport. White, Silverimon.
Kalimport.
Got rid of white, and we know the red is
Red is what?
a Neverwinter. Forest of Worms, where's...
I thought black was never one.
Not anymore.
No, okay. Never mind.
We got rid of black. Remember?
No, Tiamat absorbed black.
We got rid of black. Tiamat got rid of black.
Tiamat absorbed her power and became closer.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Can I try to use my calligraphy proficiency to see where the Forest of Worms or the Dragonmere, not Kalimport, but Dragonmere or the Forest of Worms, and if it's nearby?
I can answer one of them since they're saying it.
Yep.
Okay. The Forest of Worms? That's east of Baldur's Gate.
That's where the original dragon that I was meaning to help is.
And then
Okay, so
the dragon
go ahead.
mirror. Right.
Now, why are we talking about dragons again?
there's a dragon in the city. The fire genasi that was a bitch to us. Saunders saw the sigil for the amulet for Tiamat.
Callistia didn't have a dragon, so I'm not entirely sure that there is a dragon, but there could be.
I thought the last time it was a person who turned into a dragon, or a
That
dragon
was-
who turned into a person.
That was the Black
It's the
Dragon.
Dragon Rider.
I will say, Sonder, you do know where the dragon mirror is because the dragon mirror is in the far western side of the Sea of Stars.
So nowhere near us.
Not close.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's just a matter of perspective, as I can go anywhere.
He does the Doctor Strange thing, opens a portal.
Dragon. I don't believe that there is a dragon here, but there's definitely Tiamat influence. And if we ran smack into her, who knows what she knows, has been told, and who has slain her brothers and sisters.
We have.
So while we're out, we'll just keep an eye out.
She will recognize possibly me or Eucalio.
Please send Oreo back.
Oreo's there with y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't usually take her everywhere. She was so quiet in her room, I didn't
She's
even hear her snoring.
She's probably with Renan somewhere.
Just put the cape up on your fancy suit that you have now.
I mean, I have my jacket.
Should be safe.
Styles.
If
Yes,
she
I
is-
have the cat.
If she is as good as we are worried of, that's how good she is. You can tell he looked confused saying that sentence too. Then it is possible that she already remembers what we all look like, except for me, because I'm not country.
It'd be by word of mouth or how Kindred and Galil show the illusion. If she did know.
What illusion?
But I think if she did, we would have been attacked then and there. Or maybe she's playing the long game.
Well, I know his body didn't leak secrets, at least as far as I made sure. I burned his head. I made sure of that.
I don't know if we are. I don't think we are safe here anymore.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well, the faster we get these maps, the faster we can leave.
So, Godspeed. We'll see you soon.
Arjun, guess we're gonna have to watch out for them.
He's already watching.
Make perception checks for me.
Hey,
So,
Oh, and it's daytime, isn't it?
Yeah.
oh,
Daytime.
of the night.
If she
Daytime.
is,
I'm good. 18,
So,
19, 20,
Sonder.
Yeah.
While y'all
24.
are- Sorry. Okay, Sonder, while you're here, can I show y'all something? So, are you in cat form or are you normal form?
I'm in
Regular.
normal form.
Okay.
Technically, I'm in human-looking form.
Yeah. So I'm gonna surprise Renan with this. He's been asking me forever. He's kind of been getting annoying, but oh well.
Perfect.
But I actually just got it, and you kind of scared the shit out of me when you knocked on the door. I thought it was Renan, but dig through the bag of holding, and I'm like, look what Beryl did. Well, Beryl and Vice.
what did you get at?
I look at Isker like, did I not just say, look what Beryl did?
Right, with the wind.
What is that?
Just now.
Just now. I just said, I just got it when you knocked on the. Dude.
You did the box?
Yes.
Ascending?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it the bracelet?
Wish you would have told me.
My gosh, there's
So,
no
is
pleasing
it
any
the
of these people.
I would have paid handsomely. It's okay. Next time.
Well, would y'all like to be here when I present it to Renat?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We should wait for Khalil to come back.
I will be right back too. So Soul's gonna go to his room.
So you better not tell him because I know how you get sometimes when you get nervous.
The box is nice.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
But I will be.
Because I like side eye.
Don't tell Soul he's supposed to be nervous. That's a bad idea.
Now I'm suddenly have anxiety because why am I supposed to be nervous? Is there something gonna happen? Are we gonna
They're all like crunk.
Yeah. No, Soul's just gonna go to his room, and then just walk back. Here you go. Here it is. It's a nice flower. We'll just say it's like red or something. You can put it on top of the bracelet, and then it's a gift. So
Oh my
As
god,
I
you
put
just
it
gave
on
him a
top of
flower
my-
for a bow.
As I put it on top of my head, I'm like, Soul, it's not a bracelet.
Well, Soul is huge, so.
I know, which
bracelet
is
to
why I'm
him.
putting it on my head to give him comparison.
oh, okay. It is a small head
Yes.
hat.
Yep.
Oh
But
my
I think
gosh.
he'll like this, and I'll put it on the little box and kind of with care. So I guess we'll just wait on those two knuckleheads to get back with some maps, hopefully.
All right, Galil and Arjun, as you guys are walking along, keeping an eye out for
staying alert.
whatever might be lurking in the bright ass day. Whoa, calm yourself.
Oh, whoa. Staying alive. Staying alive.
Is it heat stroke?
We're in trouble! Help!
You're looking, you've asked around now already, and you kind of have a general idea of a place that might sell some maps. It's kind of close to the harbor. There's a tingling sensation down your spine. Galil. Just a familiar presence once again.
Moon blood.
Yeah.
A map of this plane is useful, but you need more. A map of possible fates. Have you considered my offer?
It's still in consideration.
Let me see what you do when you weave your prophecies. My insight is your truest hope. With it, I can intervene on your behalf. The wayward soldier didn't meet the fate he did.
What do you mean?
Had you called on me, there might have been a chance. I gave you the option, didn't I?
Is there a way to save him still?
That I can't see.
You see a pair of guards come around the corner, like a block in front of you, walking your direction. Not like purposely towards you, but just walking your direction.
Watch. Let me meet one of them. I'll show you what I can do. Just a little tap. That's what it'll take, I think. This'll be short.
A little tap. I walk slightly parallel to them.
One of them looks over at you. And for the briefest moments, your arms like brush against each other. He turns. Hey, watch where you're going.
I look back. Sorry about that.
He takes a step forward, and Ardrin, you kind of tense up, sensing a possible altercation. And then he stops, looks off to the side. Have a good day. Looks like he forgot what he was gonna say, and then just keeps walking with the other guy. Galil, you feel like that briefest moment of contact, and you could feel like your heartbeat starting to race again. Or it started racing and is still kind of racing, as you felt like the provocation was definitely enough to get a reaction, at least to stop you. But your blind sight allows you to kind of feel when that pressure is off, and the soldier just kind of turned and walked away instead.
So you can sway people.
You don't hear the voice anymore.
Kindred, you walk with everybody, going upstairs, trying to find Renan.
Yeah, we'll wait for the others, so not quite
Okay.
yet. But I'll just
Okay,
hang out in my room.
So you're there in your room? Alright, cool. So there in your room. Is everybody, who's all with you still? Or did everybody kind of file out to go to their rooms?
I'm I would have let everyone file out and be like, okay, I guess we'll wait for the others to get back and just I'm just busy work. So it's up to y'all.
You see Plume in the kind of move around in her cage, just like jumps around a little bit, and one of her feathers falls and settles on the ground.
You all right there?
And then you two feel a tingling on the back of your spine. It travels up from like almost the seat of your spine all the way up to your head. It feels like someone's run a cold finger just up along the length of your spine. And you kind of shake for a second. And that familiar presence taps
Your
you.
ally ran headlong into the mouth of a viper. Well-intentioned, but the application of force to be effective requires precision, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, and tact.
I am bound to teach and to serve. Steel sharpens steel. You suggested you wanted to talk again.
So you were listening.
I can't help it.
I don't blame you. So you want my contacts? I want the graveyard?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have time to flesh things out further, or is this now not the right time?
A little.
Be my guest. I'm all ears.
Let me explain to you a little about my nature. Your mind appears to me as a faint lamp in fog, as do all others who have been touched by the clarity granted by my masters. Some are brighter than others, and I can only touch a special few, bonded to my blossom and my charge. But a conjunction born of probabilities has made one other known to me, a red one who sought my creator's truths long ago. I can teach you to travel the sunken roads I do, to see the lamps I see. Pry in the folds of the mind with a focused subtlety. We'll enter together, retrieve the information critical to your triumph. I'll have to teach you how to do it, though. And we'll need materials.
Be warned, and by no means is this a threat, but the mind, as I've had someone try to traverse mine and come up rather short in a very painful way. You do this with ease and without harming any individuals?
I merely allow people to explore possibilities that they wouldn't before. Things that they might think impossible.
Well,
I myself could be considered impossible.
well, we're not going to find the graveyard by being safe, are we?
Not at all.
I was afraid you were going to say that. But as far as my contacts, they won't be in true harm's way from this, will they?
No, I shouldn't think so.
As long as no harm comes to them. Directly from our meetings and conversations, I'm willing to follow the path.
They'll gain some new perspective.
Which is probably what we need right now. And some strawberries.
I love that when you say that. It's so nonsensical.
Almost impossible.
Very. You're going to need ink and paper, and you have plenty of both of those, but these need to be special. Start thinking about particular ingredients. You were given one recently.
The flower from Soul?
We could put some flowers in it if you want. But no.
Okay.
I'll let you mull it over. If you can't figure it out on your own, I'll come back with a list.
Thank you. There's a lot on my mind after today, but I'll think on it. Shall I have a name, or shall I just call you Strawberry still?
You don't hear a response.
Strawberry it is.
Elsewhere in the city, as the camera pans away from the ship, a quiet little tavern hole. Dark.
Oh.
Away from the crowds. 4 individuals sit, stewing over beverages. One of them leaning forward, rubbing a finger on the edges of this glass. Her hair smoldering around her, offering light and odd shadows to her face. Her companion, a woman with tight, pulled back hair, notices her friend seem to just be staring at a loss into the mug. What is it, Fume? Why do you look so bothered? No reason, Fume says. There was something about earlier. The pieces of dredge that we walked into. One of them said something in primordial to me. Is that so weird, Fume? She puts her hands down. Lagan, seriously? How many people speak primordial? It was a genasi. A water one. Aside from just being irritating, there was something else about him that just sets my skin on fire. The man that sits with them opens his mouth like he's going to make a joke and then thinks better of it. Fume shoots him a dirty look. The Queen Mother, herself, I know there's something with that boy. Just can't put my finger on it. Angrily, she takes a drink. It's probably nothing. Just someone to get under my skin. Maybe. I'll have to pray on it. Maybe the Great Queen can give me some insight. As the 4 sit and continue to just be in each other's presence. Camera turns away. And we delve further into what mysteries Amrutlar might bring to you all. Dum dum dum!
This got deep fast.
There's so much going on, and it's awesome.
How dare you?
We're like a blooming onion.
Just peeling back all the layers.
So many layers.
I love it, guys. I love.
And then we
I
go to
love-
that.
I know.
We should roll to see who's doing the recap.
Thank you.
This voice, apparently she was listening on everything.
4, 5, 6.
Yep.
I always do 18. I don't know why I always.
I want to be the next one that's like, fume, fume, fume. You
Well.
really think you're going to best us?
You
Want
were
to be
this
as annoying
close,
as Callistia?
this close to a monk showdown. I was so ready.
Thank you so much, Ardren,
Ugh.
for just, yeah.
Yeah, I had to
Greasing
play my
those
character
palms?
out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
MVP. Came in clutch.
I roll a 6. So, if we're going in order from this way to that way and down, 6 would make it Kindred.
Valley Girl Kentrad.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Because you count. My bad. Awesome.
Yeah.
Dear diary.
I looked at the
Dear
stream. I'm
diary.
like, fuck.
You're like, not me again. No. It's Kindred. It's fine. Yeah. Sinister 6 in the next episode. Yeah. Spider-Man this weekend. Woo.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
We'll see.
Yeah.
stream on Thursday, right?
And, huh? Wait, what'd you say?
so we're gonna stream again on Thursday, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm down.
I'm down.
Listen,
Free.
y'all, you're gonna drive me crazy. First
Aaron,
the Fey Hunters
it's
His
and now
mind
Christmas
is
this.
only
next
stretched so
week.
much.
More.
What more parties?
We're on that Tiamat
What more
tantrum.
parties?
Yeah.
Tiamat tantrums. Oh my god. Wild. right, guys.
It's Christmas next week. Come on. You have to do
And this is our present.
This
And
is
so-
this is what I want for Christmas. This is more D&D.
This is our gift
Actually,
to the world.
That's literally what we were talking about last night at Fey Hunters. Was Mara and Leary were both Mara and Dreamer were both like, how about for next year for Christmas we just open our D&D presents and then just play D&D, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, I know. You can give us all like fun stuff that we've been asking for. Galil can get his nachos.
Well, I already gave Sonder what he's been
Next
asking
week,
for.
I mean, and because the week after that we're gonna be what was it, the week of the 28th? We're not gonna be having a game because we have several people that are gonna be out. So next week is gonna be extra special.
Speaking of
you
presents,
think there's gonna be? Do you think?
Oh, he clapped.
Do you
He
think these are
clapped.
gonna be? These are what's it called? Cliffhangers. Just wait. Just wait.
speaking of
No!
presents,
Just wait.
speaking of presents,
Yes.
Sonder Claus says
Claus.
that both Iskra and Aaron, you have received presents from a very special friend, a dreamy from Dads and Dice. We are receiving
Yeah.
stickers,
Yeah.
monk stickers, and then a Dads and Dice sticker for Aaron.
Also,
Nice.
speaking of presents, my birthday's in 3
Stevens.
weeks. Just saying, people.
Oh fuck! I forgot it's
Yeah.
January coming up. I'm not ready for
I'm
a
polishing
month.
off my
There's the tree
tiara.
celebration.
I'm not ready for a month of tiara. I'm just not.
No.
That's right. That's right.
Like,
bitches.
is it like a
man.
3
bracelet?
years
Oh.
of that thing.
Even funnier is before stream when we would actually travel to Aaron's house to play in person. I wore my tiara to work because I forget why.
Yeah.
I got to wear it. Oh, it's my birthday, and
Yeah.
because I'm special at work, I get to wear it.
Remember that?
I drove across
Special
town
everywhere.
in my car with my tiara on.
He did.
Yeah. That's
You're
good
just
time.
I just
Driving,
remember
doing
like,
this.
I just remember being on like the highway on the interstate and looking over, and people are just like looking at me, and I'm like, I got tiara.
That's right. That's right. Got tiara here.
As
All
you
right,
should.
guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. A lot of fun as always. My bunch of lovely hooligans. All right,
started
you guys.
feeling drunk.
Have a great
Me, a hooligan.
evening. A
Let's say we
hooligan? What?
started off kind of slow, but then it picked up real fast.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
All
The
right.
sudden realization that North might have dodged a bullet. Well, the wrong bullet. I
Well, he didn't
suppose,
dodge a
but-
fireball.
And on that note, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Valley Gal Kent.